right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you're having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Peter, good morning to you. I see you're not locked up or in jail, so things are good. I assume your court day went well.
I am victorious. All charges were dismissed. They wiped the slate clean. I won. I just only am disappointed I didn't actually get to present anything
I
at
was gonna
court.
tell you
So,
that they might just right before you even get to the court, they might dismiss it right in the front office. Hey, yeah, go home.
well, they didn't. They didn't. We actually went into the courtroom, and then, of course, because the officer who filled out the ticket didn't show up, they just said, "Fine, you got nothing to pay. You can leave." So I learned a lesson. If you actually show up for court and the person who wrote the ticket doesn't show up, they wipe it, they eliminate it. You don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
pay it. So, and you can attend by Zoom. You didn't have to go in person. But I've never been to court, so for me it was fun. I went. I just wanted to see what would happen, and anyways, so I did. Anyways, victorious. Justice has prevailed in my
We are
little
happy
world.
for you, Peter. We're very, very happy for you that that's the case.
Thank
Um, absolutely. Friends, welcome. Happy Thursday as we're getting ready to get this market started. A lot going on today as well, as far as a couple of tickers moving, and also we have more earnings as we continue here on the earnings season. Our gappers list this morning, pretty light compared to what we've seen over the last couple of days. Lately, it's been really heavy on one side, mainly the green. This time we're kind of balanced out a little bit. We got two in the red, a couple in the two in the green, a couple in the red, but not a long list. And usual suspects that we're very very familiar with. A lot of these on earnings on that gap down. So we'll dive into all of that and see what's happening. But before we do that, Peter, what's the latest and greatest on our U.S. Economic calendar?
All right. Well, we actually have something on the calendar today for the first time this week, and that is that the jobless claims came out. So, initial jobless claims came out. Forecast was at 221,000. Came out at 223,000. So that's pretty much in line. I should have thrown in there the continuing jobless claims, which was 1.86 million. Came out we'll call it 1.9 million. So slightly more on jobless claims, both initial and continuing, but in line. So far, the market is not reacting much. I don't see much going on, so the market doesn't care. What might be more interesting is the fact that President Trump is scheduled to speak at 11 a.m. today. And guys, I don't know if this presidency is going to be like his last presidency, but do you guys remember what it was like 7.5 years ago, or whatever, when he took over the presidency the first time? Like every time he made a speech or every time he tweeted, of course now I guess he's truth socialing or whatever. Anyways, like the markets would go nuts, right? Like just weird things would happen. It just got difficult to trade. Fun, but difficult. So I don't know what's going to happen now, right? The speech is going to have that type of seesaw effect in the markets. I don't know. It's his first speech, right? So we'll find out. Now, if he sticks to form with what happened again previous presidency, because he's scheduled to speak at 11 a.m. today, might mean he's speaking at 11:30, 11:45, 12. He was never on time. So it was just one of those things where, like, if you're trading, you got to be aware that there's a Trump speech, because we just have no idea what the market impact is going to be, but also understand that timing is highly variable. So we'll have to watch it again. If you're trading later this morning, just be aware that there is a scheduled speech. I don't know what it's about. I'm not sure exactly what time it'll actually happen, but it's scheduled for 11 a.m. So that's the most interesting thing we've got. There are no other economic events on the calendar for today. So that's what I got.
All right, excellent, Peter. All right, friends, let's take a look at this gappers list. Let's go through this and see what we can find that's good for us day traders that could be in play today. So let's start with the first two here, Tao and GE. So we'll start with those. Let's take a look at Tao. Is our Chinese education company that we've seen quite a bit here. Today they're up 11.2, 746,000 shares traded. I typically don't like this stock. I don't like the way it trades. I don't like the price action, and I just don't like the movement of it at all. So not a big fan of this one, but today they're up 11.2, Peter. We've seen this be very active in the past. Is there anything you like on it this morning?
Not really. I mean, this is earnings. They had earnings very early this morning. They released them, beat their numbers, but not by much. They beat on revenue and actually doubled their bottom line earnings expectations. Expected to deliver 4 cents, so they delivered 8. That being said, this is like a Chinese education company, and I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust it to trade it. I don't trust it to, in terms of the numbers. I don't know. It just seems weird. Like it trades outsized volume when it gets earnings and that, and then we never hear about it again. So I don't know what to make of it, Carlos. But I'm not going to be trading.
Yeah, same here. I'm not going to be trading. I'm not going to be watching it. Usually, when I like to look at Chinese tickers, I like the BABA, the JDs, the Billies. This is not one of them, so we'll skip on that one. Straight to GE, which is also on the list this morning. It is up 7.5, 515,000 shares traded. And GE, again, when we talk GE now stocks, it's more of their aviation, aerospace, engine
Correct.
making, which is a really big one, right? The appliance part, actually, the appliance division. If you guys might have heard me say this before, the previous company I used to work for bought their appliance division, Chinese company, bought their appliance division. They moved it over to Kentucky, and that's how I lost my job because of relocation. I was not moving there. But yeah, anytime we talk GE, it's only the aviation part that is still U.S. run here. So, Peter, what's the latest and greatest?
Yeah. So, like you just said, the company sort of broke itself up from a market perspective a while back. So, when we say GE now, this is really just GE Aerospace, which in turn is made up of sort of two functional units: their commercial engines and services, and defense and propulsion. They interestingly are not dividing the revenue up between those two, but I've got to believe that it's the defense side that has driven their performance, because they sort of surprised analysts with numbers that were much better than expected. Analysts were expecting about 10.01 billion in revenue. They came out at 10.8 billion. So, an extra 800 million, that's like an 8% growth. That's unexpected. And then earnings per share were fantastic. They're expected to earn $1.10 per share. They instead earned $1.75. So really, excellent results out of GE Aerospace, which is why we're seeing it on our list. Now, I have traded GE in the past, but this is pre-split. I have not really looked at it, I have to admit, since they've sort of just trade under the GE ticker for the aerospace division. So I honestly don't know what it trades like. I'm just looking at the daily chart. Looks like it doesn't really get a lot of movement day over day. Like, those daily candles are pretty small. This is a big move though compared to those candles, so we are well outside of the normal trading range. So yeah, maybe it'll move today. It's hard to tell. A NYSE stock again, so you got to be careful and wait for that volume to come in. I think I might put this on a secondary, just out of curiosity more than anything, to get familiar with how it moves and see what it does. But again, numbers were good quarterly earnings. GE looks like it might be a possible, maybe, but I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. In chat, people are saying, "Oh, Carlos is talking about his 9 to 5 corporate life. It's time to drink." I did mention I'm not
drink.
gonna make you as drunk as Peter can, but I'll try. I'll try my best. But it's always so funny. I love when people. There's so much stuff that the consumer doesn't know. Like, I'm sure it's a lot of people that they want to buy stuff that's made in America, and it's only made in the U.S. and they have no idea that GE is not appliance. If you have an appliance, that's all owned by China, right? It's a Chinese
Yeah.
company, but you think you're buying American, right? So it's interesting how some people just don't know a lot, and that happens a lot, man, with so many brands. I learned that through the corporate life. Like, there's so many licensing of brands, Peter, that you think you're buying a U.S. brand, like Black and Decker. You'd be surprised. Black and Decker, so tons of stuff that our Chinese company used to make for Black and Decker, and it's an American brand, but a lot of it's being it's owned by Chinese companies. So it's crazy how much of that happens. But yeah, let's take a look here, friends. Let's take a look at what else we have. So that's GE. I will add them on a secondary today. I think they're worth looking at. We'll see how they move this morning. I agree with you, Peter. Normally they don't trade well, but today could be their day. I mean, they got the volume, they got the move, and they got the earnings behind it. So let's see where it goes. All right, another one that just keeps just popping up out of nowhere. PDYN again back on this list. It's horrible. I don't like the daily. I don't like the way this thing moves. It's not a low float. Excuse me. It is a low float at 19 million shares traded. Seems to be always make our list either up or down. Up this morning, but man, this is garbage. This is garbage.
I can argue with you. Garbage.
Yeah, there it is. Garbage for that. Let's take a look at that covers our gap up, Peter. So if we look at the rest of the list on here on tradingterminal.com, guys, that covers everything. Let's focus now on the gap down. But before we do so, Peter, any earnings or stuff that you might have that might not be on this list?
No other earnings on the gap up list. I'm surprised by one that's on the gap down list, but we'll talk about that. At least yeah, there it is. It's on the gap down list. So yeah, we'll talk about them when we get there.
Yep, absolutely will. All right, let's see. As we mentioned, our gap down full of a lot more stuff, a lot of it with earnings as well. So we'll dive into this and see what's going on there. Question is trading terminal down for someone. So we're doing upgrades to tradingterminal.com, friends. So we did get a message from our CEO yesterday saying that the news area, some parts of the website might be down today and tomorrow as they do some upgrades. So yes, you might see some stuff that might not be working. The scanners part is working because I'm on there right now, and as you can see, you're seeing that live right now on the screen. So again, if you see some parts are not working, be patient. They will be coming back pretty soon here as we do upgrades. All right, let's take a look at first one on deck on the gap down. EA, man, getting sliced 17% this morning, 728,000 shares traded. This stock obviously gaming not doing so hot this morning. Peter, what is the latest and greatest?
Yeah, they it's not earnings, but they did cut their forecast. So it looks like they slashed their forecast for the 2025 year, saying that sales of the EA Sports FC 25 video game are much lower than expected. So this is their soccer football game. Anyways,
Yeah,
apparently it's not
yeah.
selling well. So significantly that it's they had to cut their forecast fairly significantly. So yeah, analysts don't like that. In fact, they've received already 3 downgrades this morning from Bank of America, BMO Capital, Raymond James. They've all cut their ratings on EA. So yeah, not a good morning for Electronic Arts. This is another tough trader. I actually used to like this. Activision was another one
Yeah.
that I used to like to trade, but I then it sort of just it. I don't know. It just stopped moving in a fun fashion, so I stopped watching it. This move today might be worth keeping an eye on it. The volume pre-market not fantastic, like it's 700,000, which is not bad, but I like to see over a million shares, which it could easily get there by the time we get to the market open. So I might keep an eye on it. We'll just see, right? If my list gets filled with better stuff, I may bump it. For now, it's sitting on my secondary.
Absolutely. It's a tough one. I'm going to put it here on my secondary, friends. Again, I love the gap down. I like the news on it, and we can get something out of it. I'm just not sure how well that's going to be. I'm laughing at Mike, our good buddy Mike, in our chat room here. He's saying, no wonder I don't buy GE stuff anymore. They always break. we had a saying at the place, if water runs through it, don't do it, right? If water runs through it, don't do it. And that was for dishwashers, anything with water. You could not mess with it. Now they're compact fridges and they're microwaves, the best. Like if you went to any high school, college campus, they had a higher microwave. They were the best. They last forever. I mean, those things were like made out of I don't know, atomic bomb metal or something. It just lasts forever. It never damaged. It was insane. But yeah, anything else, if water went through it, man, don't do it. So there you go. But yeah, let's take a look.
Okay.
What else we have here? Yeah. So what else we have? Yeah, it was insane, man. It was insane. ASTS this morning we are down 15.6. We've seen this ticker plenty of times in the past. It's been on our list. This is the Space Mobile ticker or phone company, and again, space stuff's getting a lot of attention lately. But this one not joining the fun as it's down this morning 15.7. Peter, what's driving this, and do we even like it today?
Yeah, I don't like this type of news. It looks like they just have a secondary offering. They're issuing another $400 million of convertible notes at a conversion price of $26.99 a share. So that's actually a premium to the current price. But yeah, the market doesn't like it. So ASTS, what did they close at? Yeah, see, they closed at 22. They're down a bit. Um, I don't. Yeah, it's secondary offerings don't usually yield good trading opportunities.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't like it. We'll move on to American Airlines this morning. These guys are down 5.6, but they recover a lot though. If you look at the pre-market here, they drop away to down to about 1654. They recover quite a bit from that drop. This morning. Tons of volume, 7.6 million shares traded. I love when American Airlines is in play. We had United in play yesterday as well. Did very well as far as the
All right.
gap up. Sold it all back, Peter. I don't know if you noticed, but it gave all the gains right back. Here, let me get to the daily. Here it is, 116. And by the time of the close, it was lower than what it had opened up the previous days, trading day. So not so good for them there. But again, American Airlines showing us some action this morning. What do we like about this one today?
Yeah, this time yesterday, I was bullish maybe on the airlines, hoping that United was signaling a good start to the earnings season for the airlines. They had good numbers and had increased their guidance. Apparently, the market didn't buy it, and it looks like the market overall might have been right. So, American Airlines released their numbers, and they also had a good quarter. Right, they actually beat their numbers in the current reported quarter. However, excuse me. However, they cut their guidance for the full year. So, unlike United, which held and slightly increased their guidance, American Airlines has said, yeah, it's not looking as rosy farther out and cut their guidance, which is why we're seeing them on the gap down list this morning. So, disappointing out of American Airlines. And Carlos, I think we're going to see continued. Looks like down is the direction for the airline stocks at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. I thought I was right on the same mindset you were. I mean, United Airlines was kind of like one of the ones that did very well yesterday. Thought they were going to continue into American Airlines, but quite not the situation. So I do like American Airlines, so I am going to put this on my list. When it gets volume, it can trade very well. You can take a look at other tickers, maybe Delta. I don't see much movement out of them, but maybe they can get going after the market open. You got United, and you got usually JetBlue's another one that can get you some volume. But American Airlines, that's where the action is as of right now. So we'll stick with that at the moment. So our gappers list next, BL. What's this one? BL BX. This is Black Box Stocks. What is that? First time we're seeing this, I think. Uh, Interesting day yesterday. Did get going quite a bit here from $3 to 6. We are seeing some action now. Hard to borrow. What's the float on this bad boy? 1.3 million. I don't like it, but what a name, Black Box Stocks. I wonder what that's all about.
Yeah, I've never heard of this company either. Very first time that they're on our list, and potentially the last time. It's only here because of two pieces of the news. One, they secured about $2 million of financing, which is interesting. I mean, it shows you the size of the company that we're focused on. $2 million of financing. Um, but also, this is ahead of a potential merger. So they have, I guess it's unconfirmed rumors that they may be merging with another company that is, as far as I can tell, unlisted on the markets. So, like I said, if they do complete that merger, it's unlikely we'll ever see Black Box on our list again. So I'm just going to ignore them.
We'll give that big old
Yeah,
garbage truck there. We
yeah,
don't
garbage
want
up. Yeah.
no parts of that. All right, moving on here, friends. Next on the list we have. Let's take a look here. We did American Airlines already. RG, some quantum stuff. RGTI this morning. We got a bunch on here. If you take a look here, we got RGTI, QBTS, QUBT. I don't see I on Q on here, but a bunch of them gapping down this morning. So, and a lot of tech stocks too, Peter, kind of coming down to reality a little bit after the announcement of the 500 billion AI stuff, just kind of pulling back a bit. And we're seeing some of this quantum stuff as well. So RGTI on deck, QBTS, QUBT. Anything else that might be driving this movement down?
Well, I don't know if it's Kramer that has had the effect, but we all know that Jim Kramer likes to go and rant on different stocks. He ranted on a bunch of things, as he usually does. RGTI was one of them. Said you absolutely need to avoid this stock. He thinks it's overblown in terms of the price. which he's probably right in the short term. But like I've been saying, I don't really care as long as it keeps memeing and it keeps trading this impressive volume. Then heck, I'll trade it if the opportunity presents. That being said, the opportunity has not presented in the last little while, but I keep an eye on it. So yeah, this whole sector, like you said, just is gapping down. I think this is just natural movement. These are moving as a block. Like they've been going together for the last couple of weeks, and I think they'll continue to do that, Carlos, because they're getting volume and their moves are, it's big enough. It's over the 2% mark that gets them onto our gappers list. We're going to keep seeing them pop up, but just trade them if you don't mind that volatility and you like the price action. If you don't, then just sit on the sidelines and wait until they get to a point that's interesting to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things we're going to see today, Peter, a lot too, is, for example, we're going to have two watch lists today. It's almost like two market opens, right? You're going to have the watch list for today based on our gappers list, based on earnings, based on news. And then we're going to have the stocks that are Trump sensitive, depending on what he says. These could be one of them, right? If he starts talking this AI stuff, who's involved, these stocks can get going, and we can have a whole lot of fun later around between 11 and whenever he starts his speech. So, again, it's going to be exciting today. Got to pay attention to his words and what he's talking about. I think it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Apparently, Trump is addressing the Davos attendees, so that could be interesting. According to Mike, anyways, in our chat room, he's saying that he's talking to Davos, and that the CEO of the Bank of America will ask him some questions, or at least apparently is scheduled to ask questions. I'm not sure how Mike knows that, but I'll just take his word on it. Yeah, so that definitely could have some market impact, right? Because you never know what he's going to answer. If he gets asked questions, he might not even answer anything to do with the question that's being asked. You have no idea.
Yeah.
So
And again, we've seen Trump plenty of times. He could be going to like the women's health care to talk about health, and he's going to talk about whatever he wants. He doesn't care what the platform is. Whatever's on his mind, he's going to say it. So it could be an all tech talk for all we know about it, and people are waiting for him to talk about finance, right? So we'll see. You just never know. Just be ready. We'll have some fun with it. All right. So for me, guys, it's going to be RGTI. I am going to look at UBT might be a good one. Usually tends to get better volume, but RGTI will be the one I keep on my main list. So I'm going to put that one on there just to have something quantum on here. Again, not doing a whole lot right now, and they have not been going crazy at the moment. I do love the volume, 6.6 million shares traded, so that's a tons of volume there, down 4.7. Hard to borrow on RGTI. Sometimes these stocks go like that. Even the Qs, the QUBT and QBTS, they do tend to go on hard to borrow. But we'll see. I'll put it on here, and we'll see what it looks like at the market open. Also later today, if any announcements come out on this sector. RX is next. We are down at 3.1 on this one. Daily looks just horrendous. I don't like this at all. Pre-market action not great. Yeah, not sure what's going on with this one, Peter, but not a fan at all.
I do like their name and ticker. I'll give I'll give credit to whoever came up with that. So the name of the company is Recursion Pharmaceuticals, and their ticker is RXRX. Love the built-in recursion there. So whoever picked that, well done. Right? Give you a thumbs up for that one. Anyways, but other than that, yeah, it was on our radar the other day. It didn't move well then. I think this is just sort of like a second day play after that movement. I don't really see anything interesting in it.
Yeah. Same here. We'll move on, and we'll look at a few more. We got two more here, Soundhound and Mara. Then we'll see what else you like, Peter, that might not be on the list this morning. Soundhound, it is we're down 2.4 right now. Interesting move yesterday. If you take a look at the daily here, we did get a little bit of a pop, right? 1350, we call it, to about 1750, 1650, pulling back a little bit this morning. So really decent move. Let's take a look actually how well that traded. Oh man, that's not good at all. that looks pretty. How they end up with such a clean daily? But look at this. This is how do you trade this? How in the world do you trade this? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to expect today on this one, Peter. So any news on it that worth watching or no?
I don't know. Like they at the CES, the Consumer and Electronics Show that we keep talking about, a lot of stuff comes out of that, right? SoundHound presented their flagship product that they were touting that they haven't sold to any car manufacturer yet. Was supposed to be an AI system that links into your infotainment, where you could by voice. You would basically just say, I feel like McDonald's. Can you order me a Big Mac? And it would combine with the systems in your car to say, all right, here's the closest McDonald's. We'll place the order. All you have to do is drive up and pick it up. And we'll automatically charge your credit card as well. So it's one of those where they're trying to promote their voice integrated system for auto manufacturers. It looks like the market isn't buying it. So no auto manufacturer that I know bought it. So I think, Carlos, that's the last thing America needs. Last thing I need anyways, personally, is the ability to say, I feel like a donut. And then it just automatically gets ordered and your GPS gets rerouted to the nearest donut shop, right? Like, like, don't we have enough problems? Do we really need that? I get the convenience thing and everything, but yeah.
It's coming.
Anyways,
That is coming, but yeah, I don't see the need of it right this second. But it is something that's happening. So, but yeah, I'm with you, man.
It's one of those where, like, how many times have you said, "Oh my God, like I could really use some fries," and then you just drive your butt home and you're like, you know what, I didn't need the fries. I'm glad that I didn't get the fries. Anyways, but yeah, imagine if you, like, again, this instant gratification, it goes too far. There you go. Thank you. Get off my lawn. What is wrong with people these days? Can't you just calm down, everybody? Anyways, but
yeah.
anyways, look, I get it. Look, it's an interesting sales pitch for SoundHound. I said it looks like the market's not buying it. At least their stock price is not resonating. I mean, look, if a major auto manufacturer picked it up and said, we're implementing that in our vehicles, then SoundHound stock's going to go the other way. But it doesn't look like I said, they got any uptake on that.
They're pushing the envelope, just nobody's willing to meet them halfway there. So I get it. So for SoundHound, man, this again looks like a barcode, and if you try to scan that barcode, this is what you're going to get: big old garbage truck. So we're going to leave that one alone. All right, let's take a look at the next one here. Is going to be last on our list is Mara. So MRMA this morning, and we're looking at not much volume. And again, pretty quiet too on the daily. So it's just not a whole lot going on. We are down 2% on this one. Only 600,000 shares traded. I don't see it heavily in play today, Peter. I'm gonna keep it off my list. Any thoughts on it, and if you like it?
No, well, look, this is tied to Bitcoin prices, and Bitcoin has been above 100,000, which we said is a key marker, right? I wanted to see if we could get there and hold it. It has, so that's good. I mean, it's been above 100,000 all week here so far, and that's good. But it is down from the highs. The highs are around 107. It's now sitting at around 102. So yeah, it's again, Mara's not going to move unless something really interesting happens in the crypto market. We had those 2 days of really interesting meme, coin movements, the weird Melania coin and some of the Trump coins, and all these like meme stocks. But that was here and gone. It looks like everything's sort of getting back to normal, and Mara's settled itself back down, as have the other crypto stocks.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't see anything great on it, so we'll skip it. Guys, that covers our gap up and gap down list over at tradingterminal.com. Peter, anything you like that might not be on this list this morning?
Well, I mean, what's not on our list is all of the semis. The semiconductors are all down. I mean, there's a lot of red on the screen, right? So you could almost pick anything. It's almost the inverse of what we saw yesterday. So, but all the semis are down. Nvidia and AMD are both down about 1.5% this morning. If you like some of the other ones, you can take a look at them as well. They're all down. Relative amounts. I'm surprised that if I look at the Magnificent Seven, most of them are down this morning, except for, well, I shouldn't say most of them. It's about 50-50 because Apple, strangely, is up marginally so far this morning. After it usually has been the opposite direction, right? Most of the rest of them have been up. It's been down today. Half of them are down, and Apple is gapping up, but just a little bit. Had a decent day yesterday, it looks like. I was looking at it. The price action was very bouncy yesterday, a little unusual for Apple, but I wasn't here to trade it. As you know, I was in court and happy for it. Anyways, I didn't really get any trades big trades yesterday. But Meta is also up. Netflix is also up. Most of the rest seem to be down. So sort of pick what you want. Tesla actually is also green this morning, I'm noticing. And Tesla was just a weird one. At least when I was here, I left the house around 11:30, and I was watching Tesla did this like. Anyways, Tesla was just wonky to try and trade yesterday compared to what how it normally moves, at least in my opinion. So, yeah, I don't know what's today's gonna bring, but I'm looking forward to it. I do think this Trump address to Davos could really sort of move the markets, especially if he goes in unexpected directions. So, just again, I'll keep reminding everybody that's the big event, the big sort of economic event for today is the fact that Trump is supposed to address by conference call the people at Davos again. Whether it happens at 11 or shortly thereafter, we don't know. But just be careful if you're in a trade or watching something at that time. Again, things could move in erratic directions. Once that speech starts, or especially when the questions start. So we'll see what happens at that point.
Yeah, we sure will. I do like Apple on here today. I'm going to add that on there. I know Andrew, hopefully he's still long in this, man. Looks like it wants to keep going higher. I mean, does it have anywhere else to go? Has sold off so much. I mean, I think it's trying to get some kind of pullback here from all the selling that it's doing. So Apple will be on my list. I do like that one. Will be on my main one. And again, you said the semis are down. They're all down just below that 2%. So that's why they're not showing up on our gap down list. But yeah, they're all down this morning slightly. I do like Nvidia. Again, pre-market action doesn't look all that great right now. But I hope that this at the market open can give us some good opportunities. So I will put Nvidia on my list. They've been trading okay. They were great yesterday just at the market open. After that, man, they've been tough to trade. Like they have not been all that clean. AMD, same thing. Again, we're not getting these really clean moves out of them. But they're fun to watch. I gotta admit, I watch them all the time. Meta's daily, although ugly here, in the intraday has been much cleaner than some of the other Magnificent Seven. So surprisingly, you are getting some good moves in the intraday action. Daily again looks brutal, very wicky, but you'd be surprised how good. Like even yesterday, right? Look at this day yesterday. Look how that looks. But if you look at this one on the intraday. Look how beautiful and clean that is, right? Took a couple of minutes to get going, but once it did at 9:50, man, it was gone and it was clean. Beautiful, beautiful ABCD patterns, nice high of day breakout. It's funny, we're chatting, me and Avi at 11, which will join it again today, guys. Me and Avi at 11 live on YouTube. We want to ask if our good buddy John took a high of day breakout there because this looks just like his type of trade. So hopefully he took advantage of that, right? It's just perfect. Yeah. We're saying it like, oh, I think John might have taken this straight here. So we got to get him later. Yeah. All right, friends.
Well, Avi's got to be careful today because Avi's trading usually kicks up around 11 o'clock. And I think, as we said, with that Trump speech today, that could give him some good opportunity. But if it goes against him, it could hurt. So be careful.
It sure can. I'll be on. I'll probably be doing the live and also trying to hear the speech as well. And then we'll see. We'll see what's out there that kind of gets any reaction. Thor will be in our chat room, so it'll be a lot of fun today at 11. All right, friends, what I have at the moment, American Airlines, RGTI, we have Apple, we have NVIDIA. On my secondary list, I got GE and EA at the moment. We'll ask some more as we go here. But let's go to you, Peter. Just to confirm, is there anything else you like before we go to the chats?
We've already talked about everything that I was looking at this morning.
Okay, excellent. The one thing you haven't talked about is people are asking in chat, how did your court day go? So people that have showed up a little bit later want an update, man. They're asking, what is the update?
Okay, well, yes, I was victorious in court. So they basically wiped away all charges. So I won. It was exciting for me. I've never been in an actual courtroom, so I thought it was funny to be able to go and watch the process. And it was really a non-event. I had all this stuff prepared. I was ready, and the officer who issued the ticket didn't even show up, so they just wiped it off the slate. My only words in court.
Thank you.
My only were present, Your Worship, because in Canada we don't. It's not Your Honor, it's Your Worship. So
really,
it was a female judge anyway. So I said, present, Your Worship, and she said, is the officer here? They're not here. All right, the court chooses to, at their discretion, to eliminate tickets. You're free to go, nothing to pay, and that's it. And I left. I'm like, all right.
Your worship. That is so
Your
medieval
worship.
time, and I love that. In fact, next time I go to court, whenever that happens, I'm gonna say your worship, press it.
You
I'm
say
gonna
your
use
worship.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
use that.
right.
That's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, let's get back to stocks first. What do you guys like this morning? You see what we have here. See what's on deck. What do you guys like, guys? Guys like. Let's start over in our chat room. Tesla, we did talk about. Peter did mention it. Again, I don't have it on my list, but it's always one that's fun to watch. Like I'm gonna watch it, right? So I'll put it on the secondary now. I mean, Tesla's always one that's on deck, right? Tau looks interesting. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Tau. It is popping up here. I don't like this Chinese education company. I like my Chinese tickers to be a little bit higher priced. The price action on this one can be funky at times. They do have news today. They do have volume. They're up 12.8. If you like it, go for it. I believe I'm going to find better stuff to trade this morning. But just be cautious, right? The price action can be a little bit funky. So we did talk about this earlier. If you like it, put it on your list. Today's their day if they're going to do something. Peter, you had something to say? Oh,
No.
I thought.
Was I making noise?
No,
No.
no.
Go
I
ahead.
thought I heard you ready to say something, but it's all good, my friend. PLTR here this morning, up down 1%, 1.5 million shares traded right now. Yeah, it's okay. It's a hit or miss. Yesterday we did get some good trading out of it. Horrible start, but then if you see here in the intraday action, did get a nice little pop up. Deep pullback to the V up and then continue again. So this could have stopped you off from the continuation move just because it's such a deep pullback. But it did recover here, hit the high of the day, and then it gave you a little bit extra. So again, clean day compared to the previous ones. But they've been on a tear on the daily. I mean, they were hanging out at 63.75. We're now at 76. So they just continue to slightly crush higher here. So yeah, I'm gonna put them on a secondary again, hit or miss. I feel like if I don't put them on, I'm gonna miss out on something. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. All right, let's see what else, friends. So Tesla, we do have. Tau is good for those that like it. AMD, we talked about. POTR is good. Okay, good guys. You guys look at the same thing, which tells me we're on the same page, right? We all got similar things that we like so far. All right, we will stop here, friends. Let's head over to our community events and announcement and see what's happening for the next 2 weeks. You can always check this at bearwoodtraders.com. I'll show you where that is. Head over to bearwoodtraders.com. You're going to click on this webinars tab right up here. Webinars tab, and you can see what's coming up for the next 2 weeks. Today is Thursday, and we'll let you know what's happening on this beautiful Thursday.
I'm
Peter?
on mute. Hello. Yeah,
Your
sorry
worship,
about that.
please.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
I
was
love that.
interesting when I went to court, I thought it was fascinating when I went to court. They did a whole speech up front, and they said, look, we're going to give you a chance to actually talk to the prosecutor. And if you can strike a deal, then they'll be very
Yeah.
generous. They'll probably cut your bill in half. But if you choose to go to court and you decide basically, she said, if you make me do a court case and you lose, I am going to charge you a lot more. So basically,
Yes.
don't waste my time, right? If you're actually guilty, just admit it. We'll give you a deal because you showed up today. Pay the damn ticket and get the heck out of my face. But she was very clear. If you come in front of me, I'm not going to be generous. I'm not going to rule in your favor. If you did the crime, you're going to do the time, or at least you're going to pay the bill, and I'm going to make you pay extra. So I thought that was funny. So I was still ready. I was like, let's go, man. Let's talk about it. I was ready, but anyway, never had the chance. Oh, well. Anyways.
Here, that happens a ton, man. I've been to court for traffic violations, parking tickets in New York, especially.
Yeah.
Not here in Jersey, but I live in New York all the time. And they do that. They want to convince you as hard as possible because so many people that they got to go through. So, but yeah.
It was funny. There was one guy before me. So I was number 33 and 34 on the docket. So I had to, sort of go through a whole bunch of other cases. And guys, and keep in mind, I am making a big deal out of nothing. This was 2 parking tickets. Right. That's what we're talking about here. Right. It was 2 parking tickets on 2 different cars. I was absolutely 100% correct. And I was going to fight it to the bitter end. So, but it was interesting. There was a guy that was angry. Like, he was clearly angry. He was actually on Zoom, and he's like, well, because they dismissed the ticket, right? Because the officer didn't even show up, and he's like, and the officer wouldn't even show up to face me. I want my costs recovered. And the judge is like, what costs? He's like, well, my time and my expenses, and I had to hire a lawyer. And she's like, you hired a lawyer? And he's like, yeah, I've got all these costs. I want them back. And she's like your case has been dismissed. You can't. There's no like countersuit process. Like this is like minor court,
They're
right?
saying
Like there is
suits.
like you basically have to you would have to like open a case against the province to try and reclaim your money. And she's like, I don't even know the process. Nobody here knows the process. You can go
Goodbye.
figure it out. But yeah, but we can't help you. And the guy was like, fine, I understand, but I don't like it. And she's like, well, have a good day, sir. He's like, that's not going to happen. And then he hangs up. I'm like, dude, man. All right. Don't anger the judge before my case. Anyways, to me,
That's true.
it was an awesome process. I had a lot of fun. Anyways, all right. Enough about that. Let's talk about the markets. Because today we have mentorship, and we're going to do mentorship about trading. Nothing to do with what I'm talking about. We got 4 different mentorship sessions for you today, as always. We start with John at 11 a.m. So he's going to be going up. You know what? You want to join that one because if something really weird happens in the market, you're going to want to hear John's commentary. I love his sense of humor. And but not only that, he's got great insight into the market. So if you want to join, that's 11 o'clock for our elite members in the webinar room. And then at 2 o'clock, we're going to talk options with Megan and Jared. They always not only put on a good show, have great banter, very, very informative as well. So that'll be at, again, 2 o'clock, once again, in the webinar room. And then at 4, as the markets close, we're going to have Lenny and Pierre, once again, talking equities. And then the ever popular Thor show. Thor is going to be at 8 o'clock tonight, once again, webinar room for all of our members that want to join that. So 4 different sessions for you, right? 11 a.m., 2, 4, and 8 p.m. So hopefully you'll put those in your calendar and join if you're one of our elite members. If you want information on the markets, don't forget, tradingterminal.com is where we go in the mornings here to get our information on the gappers list. It also has scanners that you can use all day. They're completely free. You can use those scanners. That'll help you keep abreast of what's happening in the market. You can configure them on your own or use a bunch of them that we've got out of the box. So feel free to take a look at it. It's quite useful. It's very informative. It's a great way to stay on top of the markets. But if you really, really want to stay on top of the markets, you can't do better than joining a like-minded community of other traders that have 1,000 eyeballs on the market and can help you out. To do that, you should consider joining us here at BearBullTraders.com. I mean, that's where we're coming to you live from. That's where we trade live in our chat room all day. We go live on YouTube to help you understand what's happening. But if you want all of the inside details and, again, be part of a great community, consider joining Bear Bull Traders. So check it out. Go to our website. You can find out all the deals we've got, including our elite monthly and elite annual deals that are on. They're great deals right now with the MLK Day sale. You can get that elite annual, as you can see, for 50% off. So should be a good opportunity if you're really considering it. So hopefully you will do that, and we will see you in the chat room sometime soon. Carlos, let's set some levels, and then I will let everybody know what our moderators are watching, as we do every day. Then we're going live to our traders.
Yep, absolutely, friends. Let's get to this. Right now, my list: American Airlines, RGTI, Apple, and NVIDIA. That's what's on deck for me here. So let me just add NVIDIA here to my list. NVIDIA, there we go. And on the secondary list, GE, EA, I did add POTR on here, and Tesla, right? So I have those on there. I think there'll be good secondary stuff, and there'll be more we add throughout the day as we see where the volume is going. Let's start with American Airlines again. Surprisingly, a downturn for American Airlines. So did not expect this results from their earnings here. 1902 is the high of the pre-market. The low is at 1653. So that's already marked there for you. If we look at the daily here, the bigger picture, look at that support there. That's a beautiful area of support. So no wonder that is your low of your pre-market this morning. You're getting a beautiful bounce from that, already almost $1.50 above the pre-market lows this morning. Towards the bottom, guys, we do have another spot over here we're going to mark down. That's 1597. And then we have 1512, a good area. We had this beautiful gap up here when the stocks, when the airlines just went nuts. I think they had some good positive outlook and stuff like that. All right, but between the pre-market high and the pre-market low, you do have a great spot on the dailies worth noting. I think it's going to be a good area of support and resistance. It's around 1724. You can see that here if I draw a line on the daily. But also, if you look at the pre-market this morning, you can see here we had a lot of flirting going on with this area, right? Speaking of flirting, guys, flirt with that thumbs up button over on YouTube. Really appreciate it. It does help us out a ton. So smack that button there. It makes us feel good and fuzzy inside. So thank you for that. All right, let's head over to RGTI, which is, again, our quantum stocks. They went from all the way down, back up a little bit, and today down some more. Tons of volume. RGTI has 7.8 million shares traded, down 7% and kind of settling off a little bit here. So let's see where this goes. This is a great stock. I don't like that we don't have inventory to short on this one, so that's a bummer. Hopefully that can change throughout the day. They go on and off at times, but yeah, in play. I like the way they look this morning. High of the pre-market 1360, the low 1277. We'll slam two levels there. Still within the range of yesterday, right? If you look at the daily here on yesterday, we're still within that range. Let's see if we can hold this support here. That is your low of your pre-market. That is your low from yesterday as well. Let's see if we can hold that towards the top. Highs and lows for the last two trading days, and then towards the bottom. Just going to add a few levels. One of them being at around 1119. So 1190, excuse me, 1190, great level there. And once you do that, you do have the low from 2 days ago all the way down around 1038. Towards the top, in case we turn things around, we got the big support level at 1555. You can see that right on there on the daily. And then above that, guys, we do have another level over at 1795. Let's head over to Apple. Apple looking good this morning, in the green so far. Nice comeback day yesterday, a little bit there. 224.84 is the high of the pre-market. The low is hanging out at 222.22. Talk about a lot of twos there. So 222.22 for Apple on the low of the pre-market. And then above the pre-market highs, we do have 228.08. This is a stock that has not been getting a lot of love. Man, they've been just on a downhill turn here since they hit 259-ish. So let's see if we can get a little bit of a bounce back, kind of some value areas, right? At some point, you got to say, hey, this is a very cheap price for Apple. You know they're not going to go bankrupt, but there's a good area to buy while they figure things out. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA at the moment continues with a very ugly pre-market activity. You know, that's going to get better at the market open, but man, it is looking pretty nasty right now. Down 1.6, 6.2 million. High of the pre-market 148.26. Towards the bottom 143.80. Towards the top, you do have the highs and lows for the last two trade days. You can see that right on there. And then towards the bottom, you do have the 142, which is the high from 2 days ago. And once you look at that, you're pretty much set as far as levels. So again, let's see what NVIDIA does and if it can break out one way or the other. But right now, looking pretty crappy on the pre-market, especially. Very choppy at the moment. All right, let's take a look at what our team has on deck as their watch list this morning. Peter, you're on mute.
I'm on mute again. What the heck?
All
right,
it's okay,
sorry.
Your worship. It's okay.
Yeah, I like it actually. I should put on a robe. Anyways, all right. So guys, let's look at what our moderators are watching. Thor is going to be watching Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, and of course the markets overall. Jared going a little far afield here. He's going to watch ASTS. We did talk about that. Not one that we liked, but he does. He's also going to watch. He has AA here. Is that Alcoa he's watching, or? I guess so. GE. And on the secondary list, he's got EA, GDNX, and AAL. Interesting. He's got a very different list today, so I like that. Lenny's going to be watching Apple, Tesla, Micron, ASTS, and AAL. Megan is trading live with our Peak Capital boot campers this morning, so she's going to be working with them. Sean is going to be watching Apple, Tesla, and Nvidia. Avi, as usual, the Magnificent Seven, and AMD is what he's keeping an eye on. Mike is going to be watching Amazon, Microsoft, and Apple. Eamon has only got one, a potential long on Apple that he's watching for. Pierre is going to be looking at Tesla, Apple, AMD, and Nvidia. Andrew, the man, is going to be watching Nvidia, American Airlines, Tesla, Microsoft, Netflix, and ASTS. I'm surprised how many people are putting ASTS on their list, but there you have it. Brian is going to be watching AMD, Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, and EA. Phil watching Apple, AMD, and Nvidia. And Brendan is going to be watching Apple, American Airlines, RGTI, and Nvidia. For me, I'm going to be watching my usual in Nvidia, AMD, and Tesla. I think I might put EA on the list. I'm not confident in it, but I'll put it there. American Airlines and GE, like I mentioned, just out of interest to see what it does. But there's my list. All right, guys. You can see Carlos's list is at the bottom of the screen. He's watching a lot of the same. So we'll see what moves today. Again, final reminder for me for this morning. Remember, there is a Trump speech happening at 11 a.m. today, or at least it's scheduled for 11 a.m. It might happen a little bit later. He is going to be speaking to the attendees at Davos. He's got questions that are apparently lined up from different speakers, including the CEO of the Bank of America. So, that has an unknown market impact, right? There may be none, or it might take the market in unexpected directions. So again, we also don't know if the speech will happen right at 11 or shortly thereafter. Historically, Trump was never quite on time to start these things. So we'll see what happens with it today. One or the other, again, I have an expectation. We got random garbage trucks coming through. One or the other, I do think there's going to be a market impact. So I just want everybody to be cautious. Just be aware of it, right? You don't have to get out of a trade, but be really aware of it, because things could, just take you by surprise if you're not thinking about it, if you're not on top of it. All right. So there you go. Good luck this morning, everybody. Trade smart, and you should be good. We're queuing up our live traders. Andrew and Brian are logging in right now, getting themselves ready to go. They had an interesting day yesterday morning. I was watching live with them as they were trading. Andrew sort of got almost a one and done, which is a little rare for him, and sort of a big trade that did him well. So anyways, we'll see what he's able to find out there in the markets this morning. Good morning, Andrew. How are you feeling today?
Good morning, everybody. I am doing pretty good. How are you doing, sir?
Excellent. I'm on top of the world.
Yeah, because you won your parking ticket cases. Congratulations.
Exactly. Thanks.
So it's interesting because we call them in BC my lord and lordship. You said your
worship.
Worship?
Worship.
Worship. Yeah.
That's pretty nice. I like that.
That's very different.
Okay, all right.
Your worship. All right.
So your worship. All right. So thank you so much, Peter and Carlos. Great, amazing. And Brian, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Good morning, everybody. Let's bring the mic in here. Doing good. A little bit wild hair day here, apparently.
GE is up 7%. That is interesting.
Sam
what is
Altman and Mr. Altman and Musk are continuing their fight.
Yeah, they're not a big fan of each other.
Apparently not.
On Twitter.
Volume a bit here.
GE is interesting. It's GE is GE Aerospace.
GE Aerospace. Yeah.
That is up 200. That's actually pretty interesting. GE. I'm actually added in my watch list as well.
This one stock I like to call, I'm calling DGenX. I love this symbol. DGNX. DGenX. It was going crazy yesterday in the aftermarket. I think it was their first day of trading yesterday. I was seriously thinking I was gonna try to buy some to hold overnight. It came back and I didn't get in there in time. It went back up again. So unfortunately, I didn't have any shares to hold overnight. I kind of figured it was going to gap up. Very low float. I have no idea what they do.
It's like a Degen's trading it. Huh? This is actually IPO yesterday. This is IPO.
Yes,
this is a recent IPO.
Yeah, it just started trading yesterday. It kind of went crazy right at the end of the day.
Wow. That is crazy. Yeah. So it started moving on.
We should have shorted those Oracle or Netflix 1000s.
Yeah, that would have been a very good trade.
Yeah, I'm short. I shorted Oracle 190 calls, so they're looking okay this morning. Oracle's down another almost $3 this morning.
So American airline earning was bad, but it's recovering really significantly in the pre-market. Uh,
Yeah, I think they had a bigger loss than what the street was expecting, and yeah, we kind of explained it as um, the analysts didn't didn't look at some of their labor and negotiating costs. So, and Apple's up a little bit.
yeah, I sold my Apple position yesterday, and that rally market is 605 is very strong overall, a little bit just below the all-time high. IWM 223, US dollar is kind of doing nothing. Bitcoin is 102. Yeah,
Share my book map. What I'm looking at here,
yeah,
Netflix
that would be nice.
has just gone red. It's sort of just been hanging around this area where it went out yesterday around 250, 253 ish. See what
ASTS.
does Nvidia look like?
NVIDIA is trying to hold the
Nvidia's
VWAP.
book,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
Nvidia's book is pretty balanced right now. Tesla has orders to the downside, 410, 408.
hmm.
AMD
NVIDIA.
actually a little bit bullish. Apple has some big orders at 225.
Yeah, Apple could be a very good opening range breakout. Apple is interesting because the daily chart is also looks like it's popping up from the daily range of yesterday. So potentially the gap fill to 228 today be a big move, but it's possible. So yeah, Apple could be in the range. NVIDIA is pretty strong for now.
Yeah, the EA is just trading slightly below the view app. It's just trying to get through there. I mean, I was considering it for a possible sort of what I call a rising devil trade, which is a bit of a pop at the open and then to the view app and then a drop.
Yeah, so for EA, you were considering shorting it at the open, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Now it's starting to sell off here. It's already had a really big downward move from 143, 142. So I don't know. I haven't traded EA. AMD is looking weak and Apple's looking strong right now. Nvidia's catching a bit of a bid. Oh,
Yeah, shit. I wanted NVIDIA for the break of 145, but it already popped up. Apple, see if you can do for the break of 225. Let's see.
Meta,
Yeah, thanks for watching,
Meta's
guys.
Meta's looking interesting as well. It's up $4 this morning. Microsoft down $4. Yeah, pretty
ASTS is down
mixed market this morning.
14%. Yeah, it's very mixed. Like ASTS is down 14%. Rigetti is garbage.
Yeah,
EA has a really
ASTS
big
is
campus in Vancouver.
STS is gapping down, but it's trading above the VWAP, so not a rising devil candidate for me.
Is this the earning STS or this was a news announcement on
It
it?
must be something.
Yeah, because it really dropped down below the range. All right, market is open, guys.
Okay,
Ding, ding, ding,
here we
ding.
go. Ding, ding, ding.
NVIDIA has really good volume as usual. Demand on NVIDIA.
Well, AMD dropped again.
EGNX, not a lot of volume yet. NVIDIA, let's see what
TJ.
NVIDIA is doing. Tesla is staying strong. Tesla looks like it wants 420, huh? Musk favorite number.
Yeah,
An airline.
EA is popping up.
Yeah, EA looks like it wants to stay above the VWAP, huh?
Yeah,
Right,
so I
NVIDIA
was
is selling.
looking at.
Yeah,
Wow,
NVIDIA is
Nvidia
selling
just
off.
dropped hard.
NVIDIA might go to 143. Rigetti,
Okay, I'm sticking with
Qs are bouncing back. No trade for me.
hmm,
See if NVIDIA closes. I don't want to. I don't know. For some reason, I want to short NVIDIA. Could be opening range breakdown. It's down 2%. Actually, not a bad idea. Maybe to short it. We'll see. See if I can get a better entry on NVIDIA for a short. Tesla 420. There you go. Anyone
yeah,
took Tesla 420?
Tesla's had a nice move up.
Yeah. Tesla 420. Oh, Apple. You said Apple. Ah, damn it, Apple.
Yeah, Apple had a nice pop there too.
Yeah, Apple could be good through AAPU. Yeah, AAPU went through 30. Yeah, American Airline is coming up. AAL.
I'm
I
long.
got a long on
I'm long.
American Airlines, 1734.
Yeah, I got
I'm
along
gonna,
on Apple.
yeah, Apple is also pretty good. So I'm getting a long on American
Yeah,
Airlines,
just
1730.
at 226.
It's gapping down, but see if American Airline can do a opening range breakout, even though it's gapping down. But let's see if American Airline can pop up. So it's pulling back. Adding a little bit more on American Airlines, 1725. Let's see if we can stay above the VWAP. Trading above the VWAP in the pre-market. Daily chart on American Airline is tricky. We'll see. This might not be a great trade. Slip popped, dropped. ASTS. STS is interesting too. See what American Airline is doing. Let's see if American Airline wants to stay above the VWAP. 1741. Let's see if it gets to 1750. I'm going to partial out a little bit here, 1749. Have a big size. I don't want to have a big size on it. Why is popping up? NVIDIA might be a interesting long. Tesla might be.
All right.
So I'm long a little bit an American airline. Apple's bouncing back. Tesla's holding the revap. What's the Tesla daily chart look like? Bad.
Yeah. Apple's not really doing much. I was hoping for a bit of a pop here. Continuation move to 227, but
I
still
gotta stop that, guys, on American airline. I'm all out of AAL. I don't like the move on it. It wasn't a great trade. RGTI. Yeah, RGTI is interesting. Rigetti looks like it wants to go
Hey, here
up.
we go.
Long
Apple's
RGTI
coming back.
1430. Let's go RGTI through
Apple's coming back
1450.
up.
Looks like it. RGTI has good volume order flow. I'm long RGTI, guys. It's a big size. Let's see if we can get to 1430. 1450. There you go. Oh, there you go. Partial guy, RGTI. Yeah, people were saying
Nice.
RGTI. This is the one. 1443. See if we can actually get the breakout of this level. The volume is really picking up on it. Yeah, I might go through 15. Let's see. I don't have a good entry, but we'll see. My entry is 1430. We go 1450. If we
I'm
break
getting
out,
out
it
of
might go.
Apple. Don't like the way it's trading. I'm out of Apple. Looks like it's going
RGTI,
to sell off.
Rigetti is going on.
You
Rigetti, go, 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 go. Boom,
getting your
1457.
buddy?
I'm partially, guys. Might go through 15, actually. This is a very interesting move. People were talking about it. I didn't see it earlier. Yeah. I have a big size on it, guys. Let's see if we can actually go to 15. Well, thanks. Somebody mentioned that. Sami, you mentioned that. But, oh, Matt, you mentioned that. Yeah, people were shouting this RGTI in the chat room. Manfred, you said that. Kyle. Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't get a good entry on it. Yeah, I love the order flow on it. I add a little bit more on here at 1456. Might go to 15. What's all-time high today, huh? What's NVIDIA doing? NVIDIA is garbage.
Rigetti.
Rigetti
Crazy.
Computing. So I'm long heavy guys on Rigetti. I want to see if you can actually survive this. I just don't have a good entry, but potential to go R4 is 1474. I like the volume on it. Order flow and volume is amazing.
Hmm.
Still stopping me out. Rigetti, don't stop me out. If it goes back above 1450, I might actually add more on it. We'll see. OKLO is hitting a scanner as well. Like I like to see what OKLO is doing. SPY made a
Yeah,
new high.
yeah, CJC was up, which is it's a uranium play.
Mr. Rigetti is coming back up. Come on, Mr. Rigetti. Let's see what this is the moment of truth for
Rigetti.
RGTI. Let's see. The moment of truth for Rigetti.
Nvidia's come back up, back to high day. It's pretty choppy. Let's see. Apple's come back up now. It's really
NVIDIA
choppy.
is going up. I'm going to get a long on NVIDIA at 144.98. NVIDIA is going to go long. I'm long NVIDIA for the break of 145. Now NVIDIA looks like it wants to go for the break of high of the day. Ah, shit, drop. Let's see if NVIDIA is
Just don't like,
squeezed a little
we
more.
seem to be trading in a range, so I'm not keen on chasing stuff at this moment.
Yeah, NVIDIA is also especially gapping down, but long NVIDIA, I don't know what to do with Rigetti. Get out of Rigetti.
Tesla just rolled over.
Yeah, Tesla isn't.
Damn, kind of missed that one, unfortunately.
I'm still long on NVIDIA. I might actually bail on Rigetti. So I'm getting out of, I'm stopped out on Rigetti. Let's see if it comes back up again or not. NVIDIA I'm still long. Stop. GTI, yeah, actually I lost money on RGTI. Let's see if NVIDIA is holding or not. So staying above the VWAP. It was going to become an engulfing, but didn't become an engulfing. It became a pain in my ass.
Yeah,
Right,
trying a
NVIDIA
short on Tesla.
Right, so I'm batting more on NVIDIA, guys. Let's see if we can go for the break of 145. Oh, there you go. So now don't fight it. Go. Yeah, my average on NVIDIA is 144.95. Let's see if we can actually get a little better clear out. Disgusting. TI.
And then down Tesla.
You're shorting Tesla, huh?
Yeah, I'm short Tesla. Usual trading. I'm using options, so I'm long some puts, which puts me short. Don't like
I'm back
that.
on Rigetti, guys. I'm back on long Rigetti at 14.17. Let's see if Rigetti, maybe I can get out of Tesla. Sorry, NVIDIA. Let's see if NVIDIA doesn't want to pop. Yeah, I'm back long on it. There you go. So NVIDIA is going to go break of high of the day. 45.25. Let's see if we can partial a little bit on NVIDIA. Yeah, RGTI, I'm back 14.17. I don't know what to do with it. NVIDIA looks better. NVIDIA.
Now Nvidia is breaking out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very heavy on the top. So it's very, every time that it's trying to break out, it's just. Rigetti doesn't also seem like they have momentum. Let's see if Rigetti stays above the VWAP or not. NVIDIA. Not a super nice day for NVIDIA.
I really don't know where Tesla's going here. I'm concerned it's back at my break even right now on my calls, on my puts, I should say. Kind of
So you're
looks like it
shorting
wants to
all?
bounce a bit, maybe. No, I'm long puts. That was. I
NVIDIA, nice.
think
I
I'm
wouldn't
going
be
to get out
surprised if
on that.
NVIDIA lose. So I'm partialing some on NVIDIA, guys, 144, 145.30. See if NVIDIA
Yeah,
has the
nice move.
potential to go actually green. Yeah, has the potential to go green. SPCB. What is SPCB doing? Is that super calm? Never heard of that one.
But
SPCB. OKLO. Nuclear company. All right, so Rigetti, it seems completely rolling over. So we're going to get out of Rigetti for another loss. It looks like it's done, the move on it.
I'm out. I'm out of the mud
NVDA,
puts. That we didn't. I just don't like. It's not. It's kind of finding some higher lows here. Could actually Tesla could be long, but could be a short too. So I just don't know what which direction it's going here.
right, so Rigetti, I think, is rolling over for now. So we look at NVDA, see if NVIDIA has the potential to go up. What else is happening? Let's take a look at the chat. Yeah, Apple rolled over. Netflix, interesting. Coin is hitting this scan. I think President Trump might say something about crypto because crypto market is happy.
I think he's got an interview with CNBC in what, about an hour and a half or something.
Yeah, I'm all out of NVIDIA, guys. I got to stop out on NVIDIA.
Yeah,
So,
everything's there's just no Tesla had the nicest move from that high all the way down.
oh, AMD,
Kind of missed
absolutely
missed the
disaster.
missed that move, unfortunately.
SoFi, Rigetti. Rigetti looks like he wants to come back up. Should we fall into the trap again or no? Trap of Rigetti. NVIDIA is also stopping me out. And again, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm out
glad
and
I
all
got out
out of
of
NVIDIA.
Tesla. It's popping up.
So President Trump speaks at 11, huh? Where does he speak? Where is his speech? Riot?
I think he's probably in New York. I think he's got an interview, doesn't he? I thought he had an interview with
Oh,
CNBC.
Davos. Oh, he is actually in Davos. Huh?
Oh, did he go to
No, he's in
Davos? Oh, okay.
I think so.
No, he's remotely
Oh, remote. Oh, okay.
video.
Thanks, Mr. Peter GPT. You know everything.
Yes.
Oh, not a great day, guys. I'm in loss. How do I pay for a Lambo?
You're welcome, Mr. Andrew. Would you like some recipes on spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
Tesla is coming back up. Tesla is interesting. I'm gonna get a long on Tesla because I'm really bored. 417.71. Tesla
Yeah,
looks
it could
like a
be going back
squeeze.
to 420.
Yeah, Tesla R3 is at 417.79. Let's see if you can get to 420. Shit, NVIDIA is going back up to garbage. Oh, there you go. Oh, Tesla. Look at that. Tesla, I like the squeeze in Tesla. I'm adding a little bit more on here. Tesla 418. See if Tesla can, you can trade TSLL too. Yeah, NVIDIA. What a bounce on NVIDIA. Jeez. What a bounce on NVIDIA. PLTR. So with PLTR, yeah, PLTR has a nice price action, very bullish. Yeah, PLTR is very nice. It's the daily chart in breaking out. Very nice price action, actually. Tesla, I'm still long Tesla. Let's see if you can go to 420.
There is an order at 420. I don't know if it's going to get
Yeah,
there.
the price act. I'm not sure if you actually can go to 420 without a bunch of pullbacks. The 5-minute engulfing was nice. And entry would have been near 416 would have been better. My entry is not great.
Yeah, it would have been better when I bailed on that short trade. Should have.
STR is up also 2.9%. So let's see if Tesla can go to 420. TSLL is a good market 606. SPY is trying GTI. Smite GE is how's GE trading? Is it GE is not the GE company, is it? Or it's the same company?
I
There was a
think
company
they split. They
they
split
split.
into two companies. One was aerospace, and the other is it's GE Aerospace.
What's the other one? The other one is public too, Tiki, ticker?
Correct. They
I'm not
split
sure.
into GE, which is GE Aerospace, and GE Healthcare, which trades under the ticker GEHC.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, GEHC.
Do you have any other questions?
No, thank you.
Goodbye.
You know what? Actually, I'm
Elon.
having a good relationship with you. Usually, I'm having very, abusive relationship with my Alexa at my home. So
Alexa. I jumped in on this stupid Tesla trade long.
why stupid
See
is?
if it goes to. I'm just getting in late.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to
See,
catch it because it's extended.
yeah,
My relationship with my
I'm
Alexa
getting
is like,
in.
Alexa, play Spotify. I don't understand. Fuck you, Alexa. Just play it. Shit. And yeah, my relationship is super abusive with oh, Tesla's drunk.
Yeah, and that's see what it does on this pullback.
NVIDIA is gonna go for our.
Yeah, and well, Nvidia's, I don't know. Wow, big
All
drop.
right, stopping out on. I'm
Uh,
gonna stop on Tesla,
yeah,
guys. Oh damn loss.
yeah, I'm stopped out too. That's not. That wasn't cool.
No, it was just a bad entry. Yeah, it trades really
Just
weird,
everything just looks really ugly today.
including my account.
Spy is looking. Spy is looking like it might try to get to back to PDC here. Previous day close.
Rigetti is losing the VWAP, so no, I don't have any hope on Rigetti, unfortunately, for now. Looks like a NVIDIA price action is interesting. Microsoft, nothing. Yeah, NVIDIA looks like it wants to go to this moving average and 5-minute chart. But again, even NVIDIA is really struggling to go. DJNX, let's see with that Chinese IPO, DGNX, got halted, man. It just keeps getting halted. DGNX is just crazy. Like, you
DGen
can't trade this. Yeah,
is
it must be a very low float.
that's the DGen stock.
Yeah, it should be very
DGen
low
X.
float because
Oh God, look at it. It's at 21 now. Oh my God. Crazy.
wow, it's crazy. This is a video
kind of
maker.
a
Destroys lives. Jared, RGTI short. Jared dump his shares on us. VNX is crazy. Like, be careful, guys, and trading this one on size is dangerous.
it's watching Tesla here. Might bounce off the VWAP. AMD's breaking out.
So, microdosing makes me yawning. Yeah, Mara, Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the sector of the crypto seems strong today. Coin is up, MSTR is up. Oh, look at Tesla. I'm glad I got out of it.
Yeah.
No, great. Yeah, Tesla is super choppy. Nvidia is super choppy. Apple had a nice open, but now super choppy. Looks like all the usual names are super tricky to trade today. SPCB, that one is also garbage. Coin, garbage. SoFi, no volume, no order flow activity. Riot is nice pattern. PLTR is falling back. MSTR, DGNX is keep getting halted. Like, what's the float of this one? Like, with the small, it must be very low float.
It's
This
really,
is like
it's
100,000.
well, yeah, it's really low. It's funny how, an IPO with such a low float.
Yeah, well, why would you do that? Like, is the Nasdaq
Yeah,
do them? Yeah.
I know.
If it's such a low price
It's
and
because,
low float, like, why would you go public market? Like, I don't understand.
you know,
Do you really need $1 million raising capital?
yeah, there goes, yeah, Tesla's dropping.
Yeah, Tesla is rolling over really bad. AWM has no power in there. Apple, Netflix, nothing. Microsoft choppy. Nvidia is also super choppy. DJNX again is a Widowmaker. They call it
Yeah,
Widowmaker.
where did it,
Natural gas, they call it
it's gonna,
Widowmaker. Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna open it at 10 probably.
What? What do they open at 10?
Reopen that they're gonna, it's went out at
What
nine,
time?
it got
Yeah.
halted at 9:55, in 10 seconds. So usually they're 5-minute halts. So it should reopen at 10 o'clock.
I'm gonna get a long on NVDA at 145.10. Let's see if NVDA can. I'm long NVDA, guys, 141.10. See if it can go back to the high of the day. Yeah, try to bounce back. Cues are popping up. Back to the Weeb app. NVDA is super choppy in a 5-minute, but let's see if we can get this bounce on it. It's like a 920 trade on NVDA. We'll see. It's not a super 920, but let's see if you can go back to the high of the day. Tesla is rolling over.
Yeah, Tesla's rolling over here.
Let's see if NVIDIA wants to go back to the high of the day. I'm adding a little bit more on NVIDIA. Oh, there you go. Now something in the order flow is changing. I'm going to go back to the high of the day. It might go green for the day, the way that is squeezing up now. Yeah. So high of the day is 143.72. See if you can survive that. Obviously, NVIDIA today trades like, look at the 5 minute, it's super choppy. Gotta give it a little bit of room. So adjust your share size if you
DGN
want
is
to avoid that.
open.
I have a big size on it now, actually, on NVDA, but we'll see.
And the DGN is open.
DJNX 2144. Yeah, no, this is a nightmare. Not for me. No, thank
Even
you.
the spread, yeah, the spread on it is bad. I'm really disappointed I didn't take some shares long last night. But it was trading really crazy. Okay, now it's going to get halted to the downside. Usually these downside halts, you don't want to be in a long position on a halt where it's been dropping. Yeah.
NVDA, don't do this to me, to us, to the whole community. Don't do it. You know how many people are looking at you right now? The whole universe is looking at you. Don't drop.
What are you looking at?
NVDA. We're praying to
Oh,
NVDA. Please, NVDA, don't drop. Gonna get a stop that on NVDA. Fuck. I'm down $13,000. Who pays for my Lambo? Do they know that I have to pay for my Lambo every month for my irresponsible lifestyle? Lauren. Who's Lauren? Oh, Lauren Sanchez. Oh, I wish I. um, everybody should look at Lauren to get some energy for life.
yeah, Q's and SPY are rolling over here.
So I got to stop that on NVIDIA and it's going to go exactly what it's going to do. Very classic. Tesla is getting destroyed. What is happening with Tesla?
Yeah, I know.
Actually, this is good because we can actually take a reversal on Tesla at 406. Yeah, let it sell because what time is it? 10, and maybe another trade we can survive. Take at Yeah, if Tesla sells off, then it could be a good bounce from it. But now it's updated policy for Russian payments. What is that?
Yeah, 410 is there's a big order at 410.
Yeah. $410.
Mm.
Oh man, today is not my day.
Q's today is
I
a really
am
choppy day. It's been terrible.
very bad. Very, very bad losses for me. Like even NVIDIA, yeah.
And
ARM, DJNX. Oh my God, stay away from this. Oh, don't look at me.
no,
DGNX lives are getting destroyed in this DGNX.
Somebody made money. See if I do. Tesla's trying to bounce here. I think this is it's going to come up to maybe if it makes it to 414, 413.50, could be a short again.
All right, so that is part of the life.
AMD really is looking interesting, but it's at an area where it's had resistance before, so I don't want to chase it.
Selling off. Mr. Rigetti is coming back, huh?
Okay,
Rigetti
we're gonna
computing.
if anyone's stuck in DGen, we should be open for trading again right now. Is it gonna still open?
Wow, Rigetti is
No,
going
they're
back
gonna
up
leave it.
now.
It's gonna be looks like it's gonna be a 10-minute halt this time.
On
On DGen.
are you seriously consider trading it?
No,
Come on,
no.
I'm trying to save you from yourself, Brian. Are you seriously trying to? If you touch that, I'm gonna shoot myself in the head.
AMD is going to 123, just along. Here we go. Gonna get there. Here we go.
Jared, what did you trade?
Come on, come on,
Uh,
come on, come on.
Apple breaking out to the upside. Ah, shit, I should get back into AAP room.
Just
Yeah, some
selling some
serious one.
AMD 122.95. It seems like they're front running that. Yeah, Tesla
So
didn't quite get to the 9 EMA. Tesla
no,
didn't
I'm
quite
looking
get to
at
the 9
Tesla for
EMA on the 2-minute
reversal.
chart. Damn.
I'm looking for Tesla for reversals.
Tesla that was setting up for a nice short. Unfortunately, it didn't quite get to where I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Okay, AMD this time. This time, baby.
Tesla's S3 at 409. Tesla's go. I think Tesla reversal would be my day. 405 is S4. I think. Yeah, I don't know if Tesla would sell off to all the way to 405. Spies at the VWAP. Qs are doing MSTR setting off. MSTR must be setting off, huh? Yeah, because something on crypto is
Okay,
happening in the market. Yeah,
this is do
Bitcoin
or
is
die right
dropping.
here for AMD. If it rejects again here, this is going to be not good. Going to sell some more here.
Yeah, MSTR was a nice short. When somebody called it like that, something happened in crypto.
Here we go.
It's coming back up.
Oh, there we go. That was a big pop. Just got 123. I'm all out of it. I don't like that's rejection. But at least I got some profitable trade off.
It was super choppy. I don't know what you see in it that you're trading it. Oh no, actually, it's not that
But
choppy anymore. But you were
AMD,
trading AMD, yes?
yeah, yeah. Like when it kind of broke out at around just before 10 o'clock, it kind of did a push, and then it did a pullback, and it did a bit of an ABCD pattern, and then it broke out from that 122 sort of 70 area. So I saw this order here at 123 and kind of figured it was going to go run to it. Tesla's looks like it's trying to find a bottom here.
Yeah, maybe S3 would be a place. Even Tesla, no, I mean, today I'm not a fan of anything. I'm not even a fan of myself today.
Apple's back at high of day.
Yeah, I bought some AAPU for swing. I sold it yesterday, but now I regret the back in there. So Apple, I got some AAPU. It's the 2 times leverage of Apple, just
Mm,
for a swing. And let's see if I actually can Apple slowly go up. But this one is not a day trade because it's just momentum on it is not.
yeah, the only thing that would make me nervous about that is there's earnings coming up on the 30th.
30. Ooh, next Thursday. We'll see what happens by next
Yeah.
Thursday.
So just be mindful not to if you decide you want to hold it through earnings or not. So still trying to hold this level here. It looks like Nvidia is going back to high day as well.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, shit, NVIDIA is amazing. Yeah, just difficult to trade. NVIDIA looks like it wants to go to 150. Daily chart is very bullish on. Looks like it wants to go to 147.50. Yeah, it was difficult. I can't believe I lost money on NVIDIA today. Life is getting very difficult, guys.
We had two really volatile good days. This is kind of more of a kind of day expect after. It's pretty choppy. I look at AMD's back to 123 again, close to it. Now it's going to start to break out here. AMD might go green on the day.
Yeah, Apple looks like it wants to go higher. Like super. Like Apple, for 920, you need a very clear direction. But Apple in the last half an hour, 45 minutes, it really didn't have any direction. So it might go up, but I don't consider this as a 920. So 920 is essentially a pullback reversal. So for having a pullback, you need to have a very clear direction. But when it's super choppy, I don't know, like when this not going anywhere, all the moving averages are also kind of smashing each other. So um, so my biggest loss today was Rigetti and Tesla. Rigetti is still the nightmare. Nvidia is just breaking out. Yeah, it's just very difficult. Nvidia is probably going to go green. This time it looks like a very serious move,
Yeah.
breakout. Yeah. Good for them. Good for anybody who owns NVDA. 46 is definitely a level. Yeah, looks like a very nice breakout. What happened to Trump coin? What is it trading at? Can we see that in on DAS? Do we have that on DAS, Trump coin? We can't see them here, no? The crypto, I don't think we can see them. Um, Robinhood, we can see that. What is it? What is it trading at now? I think it went up to 70, huh?
Didn't it? It fell back quite a bit.
Very sick, oh gosh. No, a lot of people are
Can
messaging
you
me over the
believe that?
weekend. What should we
Even
do? What should we do? I told them, I don't know. I don't touch these kind of things. Is like these are
even
showing like,
even Melania got in on the game.
yeah. Yeah, GE. That's the problem with the GE shorts right now, you guys, is that I don't know what to do with. No, there's no clear direction on GE. There's no order flow. There's nothing. Like I don't want to short GE. I don't see any short here, at least based on my trade books.
So I'm just
Avi,
I'm just getting long some Nvidia for a move through 146 here. I'm gonna scalp my way back to green.
let's trade Avi on long Tesla. The Apple is going up. It's good. My AAPU is going up. Pretty nice. SPY is kind of flat for the day. Qs are resting.
Come on,
SPY.
seriously? Gonna pull back on me now? Didn't quite get to 146. AMD rejected
Absolutely.
again at 123. Come on, where did all the buyers go on Nvidia? All right, looks like I'm gonna have to take a loss on this trade too. Small loss, unless we get a bounce back here. We are sitting on top of the 9 EMA right now, so maybe we'll get a bounce here. Nope.
What are you trading at? NVIDIA?
I got long Nvidia at 145.70, but now it's it was I was looking for 146.
Very nice. I actually got very nice. My long on Apple is doing pretty good. Did anyone took them with me? An AAPU. This one's
Yeah,
more
look
like
at
a
that.
swing trade.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Apple like has really broken out nicely there.
Great. Yeah, AAPU. I got AAPU. It's the 2 times leverage of Apple. And the good thing about these ones are, um, I mean, you don't have the decay like in options. Like you could buy option, but the problem with the options
Yeah.
are if it gets super choppy, then decay much faster. These guys also have
Yeah, you
decay
just
too,
you
but it's
just
a really less decay.
You just don't want to hold those beta ETFs for a long time because there is a natural decay in them. But as long as they're directional, as long as you've got a directional trade going, they're good. So I ended up stopping out of video. Not a good day.
I can't believe Peter went to court for 2 parking tickets. This is what happens when you are retired and you have nothing else to do. Like parking tickets is nothing. Like the driver license points, I understand that, but parking tickets, man, come on, Peter. Wasting taxpayers' money system with the documents ready.
If you don't have your principles, you have nothing. I fought for all the little people.
Man, principles. Like probably just I think that lordship was saying, "It's fucking wasting my time over this." Okay, what do you want? Like, the prosecutor probably said, "Oh, fuck, man." And the prosecutor probably didn't care because they're salary based, so they're not commission based or anything. But I feel for that judge just sitting here. Okay, what's the case? That's not what I dreamed about. Okay, I'll sign your order.
The reality, Andrew, is none of those people even knew I really existed. When I showed up for my court time, there was 50 items on the docket. I had 2 tickets out of 50. So they do this every single day. They just, they don't care.
I know. They probably, when they
They
go to
don't
law school, they
care.
all dream of being in Supreme Court and make decisions about the big cases and stuff. But even, I mean, especially the ones on the lower chambers, like I've been to many of them for my divorce, and I said, "Oh fuck, you have to deal with so many things," and people are always angry. Like one time for my hearing for my divorce, I went there, so you have to sit down until they call your docket, and then you're all day over there and listening to other people, and then they come and she would just say, "Okay, no, you have to do this throughout the case." And you can't even say something. So the one guy said, "Oh, my lord," and I said, "You be respectful to this." Chambers. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a fun environment, even for lawyers. Like I don't know. It's like you're spending, and you can't charge your clients for all of the hours that you sit over there, because for some of them you can, but if you just give them a like $5,000 bill for just one small hearing, then they fire you. Um, but I guess
They
Peter
fire
has
you.
nothing except time on his hands. It just goes there.
That's
Come
right.
climb the mountains with me, Peter. It's much better, more fun, a better way of wasting time.
He's got he does his biking and he goes skating on the Rideau
When it's open, I'll go skating. Yeah.
when it's open. Is
I
it
think,
frozen
Andrew,
over yet?
it is on my bucket
Yeah.
list to climb a mountain at least one time. I don't know that I want to make a regular habit of it like you do, but one time.
Do you want to climb high altitude? Because I'm going to Chile in 10 days and we're going to climb a high altitude mountain. If you like to high altitude, let's go. I'm like,
Not in
oh,
10 days. No.
yeah.
No,
Or
I'll go.
Kilimanjaro. Go Kili. Kili is the best. Guys, Kili, anyone wants to go to the high altitude mountains and you want to feel the experience, Kilimanjaro is beautiful. It's very highly guided, so people carry stuff, no problem. And you see 5 or 6 different vegetation environment, and at the summit you can feel like what high altitude means. It's really good. Kilimanjaro is amazing. Go to Tanzania, guys. It's amazing. Vanya, I am going February 3rd. I know you said you want to climb it. You want to come climb with me? Vanya is from Chile. I know that doesn't count now. Mount on McKinley. I have to climb it again. Doesn't count. Yeah. So we're waiting for President Trump to make us rich again.
Hmm.
Nice view from Watermelon. Did you take that picture from Kilimanjaro? Gorgeous. Take me there. Oh my God, look at that picture. Did you take that yourself, Watermelon? Oh man, yeah, that's where we should be. Oh, it's amazing. Oh man, take me there. Yeah, I mean, climbing mountains, beautiful. Like not only it's the scenery that you see, like the glaciers when you walk to these ice falls and glaciers when you go through them, it's beautiful. And then the sunrises and the fall. It's like that, it's like crazy. Like I'm actually going there for climbing 5 mountains in the northern Chile um, in February 3rd. And I got my Starlink Mini too, so we'll see whenever I can find power. Just be online. But that's the way. Yeah, guys, go to the mountains. Mountains are so beautiful. Like when I'm in the city, I hate it. We belong to the mountains. Yeah, I usually go when I'm go mountain climbing. I go with the guides, because not only the guides, because they become your friends. They're usually very nice people. Mountain guides are always nice people because you must be a nice idiot to be a mountain guide. Like what are you out of your mind? You become a mountain guide? Like they're so passionate about the mountain and they love it, and that's their love, their life. The office is they're so nice. Um, they say, what's the difference between a pizza and a mountain guide? They have this joke like, well, pizza can feed a family of four, but mountain guide can't. They're always all broke, and they love mountains, and they become really
Yeah.
good friends with you. So especially when you go to somewhere that you don't speak language, you don't know the culture, I love it. Like, and of course you support the local economy, and they know everybody, and then they get around with it. So I usually go with the guys. We party with the guys together, and just everything.
Yeah, it's got to be something you're passionate about. You're not doing it for the money.
No, definitely they're not doing it for the money. Like it's not much money in the mountain guiding. Like if you become like some of these big ones, but like Nimstai and stuff on their different level, but no, very very difficult to make a living out of mountain guiding.
Some markets were just not doing anything. There's
Yeah, the really disgusting market. That's why we're
yeah,
talking about some mountain and making fun of Peter and stuff because there's nothing else to do.
wow. Apple just kind of took a bit of a drop there. Yeah.
Right, so let's get some answers questions. And we say Andrew Suarez, please. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Um, I am actually STG. I am going to Pakistan. I like to climb in Pakistan, Karakoram range. This summer, I want to go climb Gusher Broom too. Yes, I am. So, will Trump boost crypto? I think President Trump is very friendly toward the environment of crypto. I don't know if he says anything in particular that might help today, but generally, this new administration and Republicans are very crypto friendly. I mean, I was reading in Bloomberg that actually one of the biggest um, donations of the crypto industry was not to the President Trump, but was to the Congress. Like they had the numbers and everything that one of the big donations from the crypto industry was to the Republicans. So, yeah, definitely. I mean, less regulation would be good for them, and as you see in the moves of crypto. So, it's good questions.
I thought they
Uh,
wanted regulation, more regulation.
the No, the crypto argument has always been like self-regulation is you have to clarify for us. That was their argument that because the financial industry is self-regulation, like FINRA, they have to set the rules for themselves, and when you don't have much of a guideline, things like FTX happens. So there's always this balance of self-regulation or government regulation, and it's that and the US market is usually a very permissive environment, so they want you to do things, and that's why capitalism is, that's why the economy is always growing. But at the same time, there's always this challenge of, okay, we don't know where is the limit of when we shouldn't do that, and you have to, that's kind of a things that forever is that. But the speech is at 11, but I don't know actually. So funded account. So it's a question about Tesla. The funded account. So the funded account will give you a $50,000 account. Of course, it's a training account. But at the end of the day, at the end of the 3 months, whatever profit that you have, then you can take it. As a matter of fact, we had someone who, Anthony Bilic, one of our traders for the last 3-4 years, made really good money. I'm actually talking to him today, and he actually traded on. It was one of the amazing traders that I've seen. Um, So I think it's a very good test of your skills, like, because a lot of people come to the trading simulator, they make really good money, and then they want to move to the live trading. But still, there's elements of psychology in there. So you can actually do this simulator, funded account, and if you're good, then go for the live trading. And if you fail even in the funded account, then forget about even opening an account, because I'm trying to save you from yourself. It's very, very dangerous. You do need to be a member, Tenzin, to get the funded account. Yes, that is correct. And you can trade options in there, but for the profit sharing is the options. So no, there are two accounts: the real funded and the simulator. And then you can, on the simulator, you can practice, you can trade options on it, you can get the feel of, options trading and stuff. But for the profit sharing, only in the funded accounts. Because it's just options are volatile. Like, I'm not a casino that you make a trade and you make $1 million and I have to pay you $1 million. It's more about making sure that you have the right skills and mindset and a strategy and trade book to go into the live. And of course, like people like Avi, they see the price action and they trade options. Like a lot of options traders, they see the underlying price, the way that we traded that.
Tesla's
So,
kind
is
of
there any
coming up.
questions?
Wow.
Yeah.
Apple could be a trade off the VWAP here.
So yeah, if you already have a DAS, you need to trade on our DAS, because we monitor it. We have risk management control. So, for example, if you drop below $9,000, then you're disqualified from profit sharing. You will still have access to accounts, but you're disqualified from that, because there needs to be consequences. And then we automatically close all the opening positions or at the end of the day. So, you trade, you walk away. You forgot, a lot of people just blew up and they walk away. We automatically close them. So it has to be our DAS. So Dorota, so you purchased the Elite membership. Your question is, when do I go to the $50,000 fund that I can? I would say wait for 3 months, trade on a simulator, or whenever you feel you're ready. Whenever you feel that, okay, in this environment, if I had an account, I'm going to go, trade for myself. That's the environment that you can go and test yourself. But if you're a complete beginner, you have no idea what's happening, you don't have any, you don't know what hotkeys are, you don't know where, you don't have any basic strategy to start with, maybe save your money a little bit, because definitely you're going to blow it up. Or what you can do is you can start and use the simulator, and then whenever you're ready, go to the. And the reason that we give you two accounts at the same time is because people want to still test hotkeys, test the strategies. You can actually do it on the other account, which you can reset, you can blow up and down, you can trade options on it and stuff. So that you can also do that as well. No, the funded account is not real money, but the profit would be real for you. Yeah, thanks, Glenn, for sharing Trading Terminal. For the people who don't want to pay anything, just Trading Terminal has a free simulator, which is very more basic in terms of capabilities, but it's pretty good for people who just want to give it a test and see how it works and just keep it low key. Well, what I hope in our YouTube channel, in our community, is I would like to have a lot of people not continue trading. Like, if we can show you how difficult it is and how dangerous you are, and you better not to touch it, I think that's a success. Success of my community I think it's for the number of the people who do not attempt trading rather than number of the people who become successful. Like, because that's more very important. Like, if we teach you how difficult it is and you better not to touch it, I think we serve you a service. Nice, Ross. Welcome
So,
back.
yeah, Nvidia's back up to high of day almost.
I know things are turning around,
Yeah,
huh?
Q's and SPY
Tesla.
bouncing back.
Yeah. Let's see. Nvidia is they're getting a little bit juicy. Apple did pull back. Apple.
Yeah, Apple had a big pullback right to the view app. It's a good possibility for a trade off. If you got in on the view app, there was a good opportunity for a bounce there.
Um,
Q's and SPY. Q's back at high of day. SPY's getting there.
any question, guys, that might answer? Because we're not into any trade. SPY looks like it wants to break out.
Yeah, Q's are breaking out here.
I didn't trade futures, SoCal trader, but I think it's great. Like, futures trading, amazing. Like, um, especially when the market is volatile, like the whole overall market is volatile. I think future trading is amazing. Like, I personally didn't do. Back in 2022, when the bear market was there, we traded TQQ. Actually, another Q is there. There are three Qs. TQQQ. TQQ. Yeah, we always say two Qs and TQQ, but they're TQQQ. That one and SQQQ. But when the market overall in the bull market, it doesn't move much. You know, a little bit difficult, more difficult to trade them. So not a big fan. Shit, Rigetti is going back up, huh? Things are doing good. Tesla is going back up. Oh, Rigetti is gonna go. It's crazy. More the new book, man. Yeah, I should. The new book is the editing is complete. I just need to sit down one day and finish it. Don't remind me of. Don't remind me
Rigetti.
how idiot. So APU is going up. That's good. I added a little bit more on APU. Let's see if I actually hold it. Rigetti is going to go for the break of high of the day. Mr. Rigetti
Yeah, there you
is
go.
going up.
It's back at high of day right now.
I know.
This is yesterday's high, by the way. This is pretty much why we failed here. Yeah, this earlier on, it's yesterday's high of day. DGen isn't doing anything.
Right. I noticed that if you bring your camera a little bit lower and to the side is good, because most of the time we see your ceiling.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think I've got
If
to
that's
change.
possible.
I'm gonna change my.
Not a big deal if you can't do it, but I think generally I like the faces to be bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
SPY is going in. Wait, I'm gonna use the bathroom quickly. Give me 1 second. I'll be back quickly. If Peter, you want to come talk about your worship experience?
Hello. I was deciding whether to approach the room as an AI bot or as myself.
Come as yourself, Peter. Come as you
Yeah,
are.
come as I am. All right. Raph, when I'm in my 70s, I will be insufferable, and I'm looking forward to it. As long as I'm not insane. I always used to joke, I aspire when I get older to become eccentric, because the only difference between being crazy and being eccentric is how much money you have. So I want to be eccentric. Yeah, quiet morning for me. Haven't found any trades yet. Pretty choppy. Nothing's really sort of moved directionally to set up reversals or trade opportunities for me. So pretty slow from my point of view.
And not a lot of excitement. It's been a pretty choppy session.
Yeah. Like I had lined up EA. I was looking for Rising Devil. It instead moved higher, which broke that trend. American Airlines got a lot of volume right off the start, but then it got choppy quickly. So I know the airlines can often get choppy fast. So if it didn't do something interesting right away, I was going to drop it. And yeah, that was really it. Everything else was doing its normal stuff from my point of view. So I
Yeah,
stayed
we
away
got,
from it.
like I said, yeah, this Apple trade off the View app was probably the best setup I've seen here so far.
Mm.
Looks like Nvidia's back at trying for 146 as well. The SPY is looking like it's going to go green here.
Justin, I see you directed me to Bank of America. Taking a look at it, I think I see what you might have looked at, but it wouldn't have qualified as a mountain pass for me, just because the highs were higher. It set a higher high each time it retested, so not not a qualified mountain pass in my trading strategy. It's okay though. I appreciate the fact that you're looking at it. It's good.
Fine. Now we're getting back to 146. Look at this. That's why I kind of figured it was going to go there eventually on Nvidia. There is a level here, 146.45 roughly, where it could run into some resistance. That would be sort of R3 from yesterday. So when is it? This interview with President Trump is going to start when?
It's
At
supposed to
11?
start at 11. It's scheduled for 11. Like I was saying, though, if we follow historical norms, Trump has not usually been on time for interviews. So I
Okay.
imagine it'll be delayed, but it's tough to say. I mean, this is a video call, which makes it a little easier, right, to
Yes.
get there and get there in time. So, yeah, I don't know what to expect, but 11 is when it's scheduled.
I'm actually surprised that President Trump is speaking at Davos, because isn't it at Davos they say all these liberal conspiracy things that they want to control the world and stuff? Like Trump is all about against that kind of mindset.
What do you mean?
I
He's all
heard that
for
this who's
controlling the world. He just wants to be the one to
no no no
control it.
no 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 no. The conspiracy theory about the WEF is who's that? The Charles Schwab is that who's the guy who's running it? That the virus was from him, and then they want to reduce the population, that type of thing. It's actually super the opposite. No, not Soros. What was the other one? Yeah, Soros is another one. Oh yeah, Klaus Schwab and stuff. Like I don't know, I'm not following it, but I think their mindset, if that's true, is the completely opposite of the President Trump. So uh, those are the ones that they want to reduce the population. They want to that virus was from them and stuff. Like Bill Gates and stuff.
All right, there goes the SPY. SPY is
Buy
green on the day.
green. Hell yeah, yes. SPY green.
Yeah.
God bless United States of America.
I don't think Davos is about climate change. Isn't it a financial conference?
I think the agenda that they're pushing is climate change is one of the big things on it, and that's why they want like green energy and stuff.
Yeah, it's the economic
Never,
forum. Anyways, whatever happens,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't, like we were talking earlier, it doesn't really matter what the topic of the conference is. Trump is going to talk about whatever he chooses to talk about in the day. So
That's
it could
what
be whatever's
the
on his
people love.
mind.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
he'll
what
talk
people
about.
love about President Trump.
Yeah.
So come on, Peter. You're two on the left. We're gonna bring you more into the center. Come on.
It's in the center.
I don't know
I
about
thought
that.
Peter was in the center.
No, I think Peter is in the left of the spectrum. Like
Mhm.
I think I have to bring him more toward the center.
Well, I'm short. I'm short some SPX puts.
Nvidia is
So
going higher here.
yeah, Nvidia is breaking out through 146. So so these SPX puts are looking pretty good now.
What have you sold? You're buying puts?
The SPX is SPY basically.
So what's the
So
difference
this is
between them? Nothing, SPX and SPY? Nothing?
hmm?
Oh, so it's the index. SPX is the index, yeah.
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 See, I'm just trading the index. So this is Sean often he kind of got me kind of made me aware of these. So they're they can you can trade them daily. They're being naked calls or puts is a little bit risky, but I manage the trade till it's well profitable, and then I just set a stop. So Tesla's breaking out here. So they'll expire at the end of the day, and the theta, the time decay on these is pretty rapid because they only trade for um, the duration of the day, so trading day.
Tesla is moving up.
Yeah, I noticed that. So I wonder what's going to happen. See the further this I'm trading the 60/80s SPXs, and the further we get away from that level, the lower the price of these puts go. So I've already covered some.
Spaghetti, Mr. Spaghetti's still at all-time high. So 1049. I'm kind of lost my hope of getting any other trade. I am down $12,000. Who's responsible for this loss? Peter, it's your fault, I think.
Probably is. That's okay. I've got big shoulders. I don't mind.
So we always like to don't we like to blame Jared? It's usually Jared's fault, isn't it? Jared
Jared is a nice.
hasn't hasn't
Leave
shared
Jared alone.
advice.
There's only one person who's nice here in this community. It's Jared. Leave Jared alone. Like let him do his
We like,
awesome technical analysis,
no,
engineering, market trades.
no, we like Jared.
Yeah, just leave Jared alone. All right, so 10 minutes to Mr. President. Ah, shit, this Tesla is also dropping.
Peter in the beanbag.
It's my happy place.
There it is.
Wow, Apple's back at VWAP. NVIDIA.
Yeah, I know Apple is no momentum. Nobody has any momentum anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
I wonder. I mean, it'd be interesting to see if we get any market reaction from this speech from Trump, because I said, like, sort of this is the first speech, right? I think of the new
Is it a
presidency.
speech or is it an interview? I kind of got the feeling if he's on CNBC, I think it's going to be an interview, isn't it?
Okay, could be. I know there's questions lined up from a couple of bank CEOs. So
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about, he all he has to do is make one comment about something like tariffs or something like that that the
Right.
market doesn't like, and we could really sell off here, or vice versa. He might say something the
exactly,
market really likes,
that's the problem. It
and
could go either
the
way.
market, yeah, the market could rip. So you just that the algos and everybody else is going to be look at Tesla just took a big drop there. Not sure why.
Oh yeah.
Same with your buddy Rigetti.
Did you order spaghetti?
Rigetti.
You ordered spaghetti.
DGen X is finding its place around 16 here. What do you think now we can what are the 1,000 calls trading on Netflix now? Netflix is back up today.
So setting it short, setting the 1,000 calls.
Yeah.
What's the premium that we collect on it?
Yeah, I'm not
Yesterday
sure.
the premium were really high.
Now. might be a lot lower now. So yeah, it's 224.
224.
They expire tomorrow.
Expired for 1,000 Netflix. Oh, not bad. 224.
And now it's, yeah. All right, here goes a SPY. I'm probably gonna cover some more of these puts.
All right. Unfortunately, I have a meeting to get to, so good luck if you're trading through
With
this.
President Trump? With
yeah,
President, are you going to Davos?
I got to go provide some advice. Yeah. So
I think President Trump is dead. I don't know. You're the last person. You can.
Well, Elon used to call me. I gotta talk to Elon. He in turn then will talk to Trump. So
I know. Tell him pump the Tesla a little bit more. All right, guys. Thanks, Peter, for everything.
all right,
Congratulations
no
again.
worries.
Our win
Have
was
a good
good.
rest of the morning. We'll be back this afternoon, or at least I will.
Avi,
Take care.
yeah, Avi did trade Tesla. Avi, how was your trading? You did a really nice $23,000 on Tesla. What do you do with all the money, Avi? Your children, huh? I want to be Avi's children.
It's for his kids. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's always about the kids.
That's like
Still an order sitting here at 410 on Tesla.
that Tesla looks like it's no momentum.
Might bounce here. But I'm not going to trade this. A lot of selling on Tesla today. It's accumulated volume number is down into the red quite a bit. Yeah, Tesla actually was a nice short right off, pretty close to R4. Dropped. It dropped from there.
Avi, do we have Avi on? Avi, how are you, buddy? Avi, tell me about a tax-free $23,000 profit. Tell me how it feels. Because everything
Tax
that I
free.
make, it doesn't feel like what I make. Tell me about the tax-free. Although actually Dubai is not tax-free anymore. This is what I found. Is it's tax-free to certain, like I think it's up to 300,000, and then some businesses $1 million tax-free, and after that there's a corporate tax of 7%. I didn't know that. This is like 2 years ago, I think. New. 2 years ago.
Hmm.
All
Actually,
right,
as a
Andrew, can
matter
you
of
hear me
fact,
now?
yeah.
I think I'm
Yes,
on.
we can hear you
Mara,
now.
nice, nice trade on Mara V. Get that one off the bottom.
So, Avi, tell me about the taxes. Are you paying taxes, or are you one of those Cayman Island, Bahamas people that you don't pay taxes? Which one are you? Come on,
Oh, I still
confess
pay
publicly,
taxes.
and
I'm
you.
still an American.
Oh, you're an American
I have to
citizen.
pay.
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
shit.
Damn
Yeah.
shame, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry for you. Yeah, I know. It's the fact that the American have to
Yeah.
pay taxes even though they're not resident is painful. I know. Um,
Yeah. I mean, there's ways to make it efficient overseas, but you still pay it, so whatever. And yeah, well, I'd like to have a Cayman sort of such situation going on, build a trust, do all that stuff, but you got to be Elon Musk, one of those guys. Many hundreds of millions to do that,
Yeah.
and it's worth it. And yeah.
so how
So
was your
yeah, it was
trading day?
a
You did Tesla? The open?
Yeah, just one on Tesla, and that was it. And looks like the day got messy after that, mostly. But yeah, just one trade. It's
Did
been
get
that kind of
messy.
week. Like one trade. Yeah, looks messy. How did you guys do, Andrew and Brian? What are
All
you all into?
negative.
My day was red. At least I'm getting some money back here with this SPY SPX trade.
Oh, all right. Yeah, figure it's gonna get messy now around 11, huh? And then back to normal behavior,
Probably.
hopefully. Mm. So let's see. Yeah, Tesla was pretty straightforward with my mentees this morning. I mean, it pre-planned it and it did exactly as planned. So off you go. Otherwise, nope, I wouldn't trade the open. Just wait for it.
So you were expecting a bit of a pop on Tesla at the open and then the sell off.
I was expecting the pop as basically a great big ABCD pattern in the pre-market. And so
Yeah,
just exactly pop up to about the 420 area. That's what it took with momentum. And that was it. It's just a nice clean pattern, simple pattern setup. So that was that. It's nice when it works out.
nice. Yeah, nice to get one and done right away.
Yeah, yeah. That's three this week so far. Three trading days, three one and dones. So
Yeah.
getting the habit of it. Can't get spoiled though.
No.
Well.
Great. Well, I'm gonna drop off here, and like I said, oh, Spy's continuing to pop up here. So SPX
Yeah.
puts
Ah, SPY is amazing.
another.
All right, guys. Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta also go do something with my life.
Mhm.
This is not sustainable what I'm doing with my life. Avi, it was great seeing you, buddy,
Yeah,
and hopefully see you soon. Congratulations on the great trading day. And yeah,
yeah, yeah.
well, thanks, guys. Sorry, time for doing something with my life.
Cheers. Yeah.
All right, take it easy, guys. Andrew doesn't know it, guys, but he's doing fantastic things. We're all here because he started this whole thing. And look, a lot of us are trading, and he's trading brilliantly as well. You know, so funny. You do something with your life. If I could do half of what he's done with BBT, I'd be so happy. Just helping people to get into the game. It's amazing. Anyways, here we are, 11 a.m., and the SPY wants to go up. So let's see. What do we have here? What's the news? What's the speech? Anyone paying attention to it? Mikhail, no, it will not be recorded. We typically don't record the trading terminal webinars. The webinars within BBT get recorded, and that's in the education center in BBT. So that's how that webinar is going to be today. And yeah, guys, that is at 12:30 today. So in an hour and a half in trading terminal doing the webinar. There we go. Brendan got the link there. Nice. SPY. Oh, that is interesting. And I never know what to make of these news events, FOMC and speeches and stuff, at least the way I see it. I don't know if it's already priced in or it's going to make the market move. Typically, it moves on a 1 minute chart. It looks like a big move, but that just kind of goes back to where it came from pretty quickly. And then it's back to business as usual. That's mostly what I notice, you know. So I don't even know when these things happen normally. I just found out this morning that there's a new president, and now apparently he's talking about something. The hell if I know. But there you go. The SPY had moved up, and let's see now what it wants to do. So what are we talking about here, guys? 8 a.m. range does not apply on the SPY. The SPY, yeah, I mean that 8 a.m. candle applies on everything. I just don't trade the SPY often. Actually, I stopped trading it last year. I couldn't read it as well as I read other things. So that's that. Gurinder, you want to know about the trade today on Tesla? Okay. All right, let's go through that. So Tesla, this is what I had. Again, the 8 a.m. candle got the lines. And what the Tesla did is it broke out of there, what, about 8:15 or so. Nice big consolidation, right? And you see it went from down to up, consolidate. What do you expect next? Continues up, right? That's the ABCD pattern. So identified firm support here. The A, the B, the C is very obvious. I've never seen it this obvious in a long time. And my whole thinking was basically it's continuing to bounce here, especially if it's making a new high off of these two candles in the pre-market. That's it. That's the entry right in this area, basically. And sure enough, it did that, and I got the move. So here, let me drop in the executions apart. There it is. You can see in the options, it gets really messy. But I got in and actually it dropped quickly at first, and I actually tried to exit very quickly, but I was having issues with my internet actually, so it didn't get to exit. I was hitting the button to get out, it didn't get out. So I guess that was scary for a minute because it was a heavy position. It was almost a full size position for me, and I couldn't exit because of internet issues. But then, it didn't exit, but then it went in my favor. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm in this. Because what would have happened anyways, I would have exited and then probably re-entered within 10 seconds. Typical. And then it went in my favor. And these were the first few partials I took. That was in the 418 area. Here, I'll pull the Tesla chart back up. So as it went in my favor at 418 is where it really got stuck. I mean, it went really fast. It just ripped through and it got stuck there. So that's when I started hitting the partial button. Get those partials going, and then it flowed right up to the level very quickly. So basically, this whole area was me taking partials. And then the rest of it, basically, it started to drop. And as it dropped about half of its own candle, I was out of it. That's enough, because it was a big candle. And if it's already dropping that far, that's trouble. So that's it. That was done in, I don't know, 3 minutes or something, whatever it is. Always nice when you're done early. But I don't trade the open. I should tell you guys that. I know it looks like it's a contradictory, but I don't trade the open. I trade setups. If my setups happen to show themselves at the open, then I'll trade them when they show themselves. If they show up later, I'll take it later. And that's it. It's just at the open, you got to be more aware of momentum. Momentum can go against you very fast. You'll get momentum in your favor, and then if it slows down, you got to just partial out quickly. That's why you had me partialing at 418 before it got to the target. Later in the day, I wouldn't take that kind of partial. I'll just let it sit. So that's how that trade went. And now I've reset the internet, so hopefully, well, things look okay now. So don't think I'll be dropping off. Speech. What's going on with this speech? Anyone know? I have no idea. Let's watch the SPY and see what we can make of it. Dr. Evil. Am I Dr. Evil? Is that right? Not me. It's got to be Trump or someone, right? Kuldeep, I took call options on Tesla. JJMA, I trade 0DT on Fridays when I'm trading the open. If my setup's in at the open, I know it's going to happen fast. I'll take 0DT, you get a little kick out of it. But later in the day on a Friday, I'll trade next week's options. It's slower trading, and I don't want to deal with the time decay problem. Shariar, the bike battery, yeah, it's at the Harley Service Center. It'll be delivered back home tomorrow. Having the whole thing done, I haven't changed the oil in 2 years and all that stuff, so might as well get it done, right? Cool. What's going on? Ooh, someone speaking? See, market reaction right there. Slowly going down. Actually, not slow, but going down. JJM, yeah, that's right. I'll trade Friday's options all week until Friday. Okay, what I'm seeing is most things on my screen are going down, which is basically the Mag 7, but you can see it on the SPY. For now, again, this is more momentum, volatility. If you're looking at patterns, the patterns are broken. This is a catalyst, right? That's making the market move in different directions. So until this catalyst settles down, the patterns are broken. Good moves, though. Ki Chong. I look like the coolest trader. Well, thank you. Define cool. You know what was a good setup on Tesla? And it happened not long ago. I wasn't watching, not trading anymore anyway. See this consolidation, breakout. There's a retest of the level. The new low is the entry, and you're on your way. I would have traded that on most days. Today again, I'm not trading, so I'm done trading. But this is it. It's a good one. Want to see something else? Look what happened to Amazon. Right at the level. Where? What level? The top of the ADM candle. There you go. I don't see a reversal setup, but you can see what it does at levels. I'll be talking about this at the webinar today, guys. Make sure you come and see. There's a lot going on today. It's going to be different from the others. It's basically building on the last two. So I'm bringing in the last element to this whole strategy, this whole style. And I'll be talking about these levels and how prices tend to react and why and all that stuff. Richie, you want to know about Tesla? 411. I don't see a setup there. It did go. It went from one level to the next, but nothing that I would trade. I don't see a reversal setup, at least for my style. But again, you can have your own way, of course. Nice move, huh? Level to level. Top of the bottom of the candle to the top. 8 a.m. candle. JJ, you're already in there in the webinar. You know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna finish with you guys here. I'm gonna go take a power nap for 15 minutes, sip on some tequila for 15 minutes, and then come and do a webinar with you. How about that? And you're already in there. Oh, Carlos, there you go. He just mentioned crypto. So what does that do to the crypto world? Let's see. Mara. Oh, there it goes. Mara's a crypto stock. Look at that. Boom. There you go. Somebody in the news mentioned crypto. Tesla drops. Whoa, Microsoft. Everything drops but crypto. A little pop, not really moving. But yeah, now things want to move. Let's put one screen on so you can see it. Let's watch it on a 1 minute. It'll be interesting. Yeah, see that candle on a 1 minute? How big that is. Now I can tell you the patterns are broken. Let it settle down if you're trading. Unless you know how to trade this stuff. Yeah, volume will probably come in heavily now. That makes a lot of sense in the last 2 minutes. AI mentioned quantum. What's a quantum stock here? I mean, give me a ticker. I don't even know what the tickers are. What's a quantum stock? QB something? QBT? QBT. Yes, all right. Thank you. I don't look at this stuff, but let's see. So look at that. Obvious bottom all day. But it doesn't mean it's going to go all the way up. So I don't see this moving. Trump is speaking. Okay. QUBT. I don't see action on this yet. But take a look at this, guys. I was telling you the patterns are broken, but still Tesla did that. Beautiful move. Breakout, retest, and there you go. Around the 412 area, you take your profits right about that level. Ain't that something? Even with broken patterns, levels work. It's pretty fun. Let's see. Mara, there it is. Still going. Looks like that's the one on the move. I have some sort of level there from a long time ago, I bet. Yeah, it's a long time ago. So the next level now on Mara I see is where it just is approximately now. I see the big resistance where on the 7th of January and then the 20th of December. It's just breaking through there now, and then further up you have 21. Well, there it is. Who's in this? Who's in this? Who's in this? What pink line you asking about? Baba Gmo. Sorry. Not sure what I'm saying here. What pink line you talking about? Oh yeah, SMCI is another one, huh? Let's have a look. Oh, there it is. Having a lot of lag on my screens. You know what's funny? While all this is going on, Tesla did a short and now it's setting up for a long. Double bottom setting up, not there yet. But this is the kind of thing I would look at. Woohoo, look at SPY. Told you the patterns are broken. SPY will obviously react to the news. That's what it does. There you go. Tesla did the double bottom setup. Oh man, I'm not trading. I'm done for the day, but there's a setup. It's not a confirmation yet. You got to get a confirmation for the entry, which would be the new high off of the previous 5-minute candle. So basically in the 415 areas where I would go long if it gets to 415 fairly quickly now. That would be it. Mhm. Microsoft as well. Look at this. Very similar. You have the big bottom, the second bottom, new high, but this is very difficult to trade. Look how messy and choppy it is. I'd be very hesitant to involve myself with this. Oh, you want to know about this vertical line? Okay. It's pink because pink is pretty. Pink and green, right? I could change the color if it bothers you. I don't know. It's just been pink. I never really bothered with it, whatever it is. But it's just the measurement. I don't even need it. It's just a measurement of distances. It's one of those things that should probably remove. So what else? What else is on the move? Mara. Okay. Look at that. Breakout, retest, and 21 maybe. Maybe. Some CI already not really moving, huh? Mara's the one on the move. Yeah, I don't see much going on with this QUBT thing. Let's see. Mara. This will be interesting. See what happens here. Excuse me. And everything's clean on that side. Steve, you want to know about the author's name? Andrew Aziz. That's the book. He's the author. How to Day Trade for a Living. Start there. And then the book on candlesticks that I read was Japanese Candlesticks by Steve Nissen. And then the book on where I kind of tightened up my strategy and removed indicators is Naked Forex by Walter Peters. I've got it right there on the desk. There you go. JJMA, you did AMD on levels and paper trading. How'd you do? How did it work out for you? You can see where AMD got stuck right at a level, top of the candle. You can see where it went to, just about the level. If you had it down, it probably was the next level was probably down there if you had it there. Yeah. Anyways, guys, we'll be talking about all this stuff in the webinar today, 12:30 Eastern. As soon as we're done here, go get a cup of coffee and join me there. It's gonna be a blast. I've got a ton of stuff to share with you that's gonna blow your heads off. You've been asking, so I decided tonight I'll stay up late and share it with you. Is that okay? If y'all don't show up, you know what? I'm not gonna do it again. I won't waste my time because it is gonna be like 10 p.m. over here. So get off your butts, come over to Trading Terminal. log in, get a notebook with you. Oh, and also I got a gift for you. I'll bring it out in the webinar. You'll see. You're gonna love this. I'm serious. It's gonna be good, good, good. I don't do webinars very often. Well, once in like 3 months, 4 months. So today's the day. Benja, Naked Forex, that's Walter Peters and Alex Necretin. Just type Walter Peters. It's easy to type in, right? You'll find it. Very popular book in the Forex world. Um, Gosh, I can't pronounce your name. I'm just gonna say Gmo, okay? Gmo, that's your last name. Yeah, there's other videos here. My link is right up here, put out here by the Bearable Traders team. In there, you'll go and you'll see that there's a ton of videos out there. Millions, not just the paid course, but even outside of that. I upload probably an hour of content every day, in addition to this YouTube stuff. So, and that's all available. It's all available for you guys. You guys are missing out if you're not checking that stuff out. It's a lot of detail, it's a lot of content, and it's a lot of information, stuff that will speed up your learning curve. Stuff that I wish I knew, that I wish I knew 3, 4 years ago. I'm putting that out there. That's the fun. So click the link right there. It's right there. It's right here in the chat. You can see it, and you'll find it. There we go, Diego. Thank you. That's the book. Those are the authors. What else? Benja, the book didn't change the way I trade. This Naked Forex book, I read it probably 6 months ago, and it didn't change the way I traded. Oddly enough, it didn't, because the truth is, I was already on that path for most of last year, as in starting to eliminate things from my trading style, indicators and various parameters, just making it simpler. Then I came across this book, a few months ago, and it was right up my alley. It was just confirming everything I was already thinking. It just encouraged me to push forward a little more with what I was doing. And the most recent thing to go off of my charts is the volume indicator. As you can see the charts here, there's nothing there but candlesticks, right? No volume bars. But that book was like just encouraged me to carry on in the direction I was on. And then a few little touches here and there, nuances. Yeah. Anyways, look at that. AMD again. Breakout bouncing off the level at the moment. Very interesting. So, what happened with all that news? Looks like, check it out. With the news, the SPY at least dropped and came back to where it started. Pretty much. Tends to happen, right, with this new stuff. Mara broke out, came back. Okay. There we go. I think we're done with that new stuff. I'm sure Trump's still talking or not. I don't know. Anyone know who's watching? I should probably pop it open, but whatever. SMCI now wants to go. Fun. It has been a tough day, I gotta say. Trading wise, I mean, I'm lucky enough to get done within the first few minutes, but outside of that, it's generally difficult. I've seen only like 3 setups. There you go, Benja. Yeah, I think your head's in the right place. It's all mental. And price is also just the people expressing their views on a stock, right? Do they think it's expensive? It's cheap? And you can read that stuff. You can trade that stuff. Price action. Link. Who's got the link for the trading terminal webinar today? Let me see if I can pull that up here. I've got way too many windows open right now. Who's got the link for the webinar? There it is. There you go, guys. I've just put the link in there. Copy paste into your browser. 12:30. Show up a little early because you don't want to miss it. If we get started without you, we're not going to be able to backtrack, What else? SMCI, AMD. Want to see something? Apple was the other one I was interested in at the morning. Again, went from down to up, consolidation. I figured ABCD go up, and sure enough, that's what it did. And for me, before the open, it was between Apple and Tesla that I figured I'd watch in the first minute. I just picked Tesla because that consolidation was cleaner, and sure enough, the move was easier and cleaner. But look what Apple did. Bounced off the level, breakout, retest the level, off it goes. Broke through the level, false breakout. Came back, retest, off it goes down, right at this level. Again, changing its behavior at the level, right? Making a new 5 minute high. Could it reverse? Yeah, sure it can. Or could it go through? It could. Or get stuck there. For now, we know buyers are sitting right there. Fun, huh? Again, come to the webinar. You'll see it. You'll see all this. Yeah, JJMA, that's what is important. I'm looking for the price to get to these levels, and then there are three possibilities, right? It can either get stuck there, it can break through there, or it can reverse from there. And then there's there's different indicators, or the way I like to see it is there's different patterns on the 5 minute chart that tell me what it's most likely to do, and I trade that. Again, that's what all these webinars are for. We go through a lot of the details, all the nuances. I go through it every day with my mentorship group, all the time. And also, again, on if you click on my link there, it's all these videos are out there, you guys. It's available for you, man. You can go through them. It'll take an hour just to explain one setup, but it's important to get the nuances right. And really, it's in there. But again, key thing, levels. And again, most of the time, it doesn't give you a setup. It'll get stuck or it won't give you the setup you're looking for, and then it'll go out of nowhere. And then you don't chase it. Very, very, very important. Don't want the link as well. Man, you guys are demanding all kinds of links today. No big deal. I'll put it in for you. Here you go. In this link, you'll find everything you need. All the courses, all the free stuff, all the mentorship stuff, all my live trading videos. Like I trade live every day with my mentees right now. Make those videos available for everyone. So that's where you can find it. As well as some of the older webinars I did. That's in the free stuff. Yeah, and then the courses and mentorship, email address, all that stuff, social media. Yeah, whatever you need. There you go. There's the webinar link, guys. On the YouTube chat, on these sessions while we're going live like this, because only so much we can go through in an hour with a lot of questions. Can't really stay on one thing for an hour, can we? So I can give you broad overviews here. That's all that YouTube truly allows. But again, that's where all the community is for, right? The community, the webinars, the education center, the mentorship. That's what it's for. So we can actually deliver that stuff. That's where I deliver all of it. So again, today you're lucky. You're getting a free one, eh? Damn you guys. Getting stuff for free all the time. I give away stuff for free. That's not fair. I'm not being fair to myself. You ask and I give. What the hell? Yeah, it's good fun. All right, what am I missing here? There you go. Thanks, Dan. BBT is awesome. I'm with you. I'm telling you, man, I got here in 2019 and clearly I'm still here, right? So that's that. T-Man, everyone likes free stuff, right? Yeah, but it only gets you so far, Google through 200 again. Honestly, I don't see anything setting up. Here, you want to see something fun? This is where people get messed up. I mean, every day I talk to people like this. See this big candle happening right now on Microsoft, and everyone's like, yeah, let's go long Microsoft. It's going, it's going. And what the hell? You're gonna go long here now? Really? Every one of these candles here that are super wicky on both sides, they looked like this, one directional, until it went back and made a wick. Like this one or any of them, all of them. This could easily turn into a big chop fest. Again, just because it's going now doesn't mean you should enter it here. And also, it's going and it may well go, but didn't give you a setup, did it? So don't touch this. This is where people hurt themselves. No setup, no trade, even if it goes. Let it go. The market is a gold mine. You're gonna get 20 more opportunities before the end of today. I promise. I promise. I don't even control the market, and I can promise that. So plenty of stuff, man. There you go, Andrea. See, Andrea likes the course. Thank you very much. Best investment you made, huh? That's great. Thanks for the feedback. I enjoyed making it. Really, I did. And I keep keep putting out new material, adding to it all the time, every day, as you see. So I enjoy doing it. For me, it's fun. It's really fun. This is beyond trading. Trading is good. You make money. You can pay the bills and all your financial stuff. But this is beyond that. This is a different level of satisfaction to be able to stand here with you guys and talk with you all and be able to give back and also to be able to learn from everyone. This is beyond day trading. I didn't expect this when I started, but here we are. I'm grateful to be here. And then there's Vancouver. Oh boy. Whoa. Fantastic. Can't wait for that. I really can't wait for that. It's going to be good. I got to go wax off my snowboard. You know what's really silly? I moved from Colorado to Dubai about 2, 3 years ago now. I brought my snowboard with me. How stupid is that? Who brings a snowboard from the mountains to the desert? I mean, just leave it there, sell it off over the water. I brought the damn thing with me. It's been sitting here for 3 years, and now I'm going to take it back to Vancouver in a month or in 2 months. I'll probably leave it there this time. Like, no, there's no point bringing it to Dubai. There's no purpose in Dubai. There we go. AMD doing that bounce retest thing. NVIDIA is actually interesting. Here you go. Here's one for you guys. Told you there'll be opportunities. Whoops. Where is it? Oh my God, I can't type. Oh my God. Okay. It's not me, I promise. It's the keyboard. There we go. NVIDIA. So very choppy, broke out of the level, but bounced off very cleanly. This was a seriously clean bullish candle. The new highs were I would have entered probably a minute ago. Very interesting. I like that. Yasmin, you like it? Awesome. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad we're here. I'm glad I'm here. Good to be here.
Hey, Avi, how you doing?
Hey, Carlos. Good, man. Good. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Was just listening into Trump's speech and some of the questions so far. So everything just normal, nothing out of norm just yet. So we'll see when he's done if anything changes. But again, a lot of stuff he was saying, basically, he has said many times, nothing different, nothing new. But the questions parts where it gets interesting, and that's what they're going through now. So we'll see if the SPY and everything else reacts to it as we just continue hitting all-time high here. How was your day today?
Yeah, today was good. I guess I'm in a bit of a pattern at the moment, one and done every day this week. So I can't complain. It's all within the first 2, 3 minutes every day. So it's a good week. Can't complain. So, but it is you get spoiled with that, you know. You think you can do it every day, and then you show up tomorrow, and boof, you blow up. So I've been there before. That's the thing to think about now. Show up tomorrow.
Man.
So have fun. How about you? How's your day been?
Rough day, man. I tried taking a long on American Airlines. That didn't work. So red there, and then since then I tried a couple of the quantum stocks, but they've been so choppy, man. So so not a great day today for me, but small, like small red losses, right? So nothing significant where I have to stop trading, but now I'm out of my trading period, so it'll be a red day for me. I won't push anything unless I see something with Trump speaking that kind of moves things around, and I see some opportunities. I'll kind of just sit in the back seat today. So
all right. Well, good risk management, small losses, and you know when you're done. I mean, that's exactly the right way to do it, right?
yeah, man.
Stay in the game. Always stay in the game.
Always tomorrow.
Awesome. Yeah. Yep. That's a big lesson in the first couple of years. So that's how you survive, man. You learn that one quick.
It's a hard one to learn, man. It's yeah. If you could learn that one quick, guys, you're gonna save yourself so much headaches. But man, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
As humans, we're so optimistic, man, right? And a lot of people that do start doing trading, they're more in the entrepreneurship type people, right? Like they want to do something different than their 9 to 5. They want to do something different than the norm. And you need some kind of entrepreneurship type mindset and spirit to do that.
Hmm.
Entrepreneurship people are very optimistic, and that's the problem with trading because you think everything's gonna work. You think I'm just gonna keep buying, I'm just gonna average down, and you realize quickly this is the one business where that does not work. Just you gotta give
Oh.
up, gotta throw the flag and walk away.
Oh my goodness. Yes, business of probabilities. And yeah, that's the thing we got to get used to. Yeah, you're right about that entrepreneurial personality though. That is
Yeah,
critical. You need to be resilient and eat a lot of shit and
yeah,
slowly get the results. That's what it takes. It's a good way to say it, entrepreneurial. I didn't think of it that way. I always said you got to be really rebellious to be a trader just because you want to get away from the pop culture and the rat race. But
yeah,
entrepreneurial is
yeah,
probably a better word. So, oh well.
yeah, man.
Cool. I'm seeing a few things happening here. I'm seeing Meta doing a breakout in the last couple of minutes off of the level I've got there. And Nvidia, like I was saying a few minutes ago, guys, this retest prints a new 5 minute high after a very bullish 5 minute candle. That would have been an entry for me. And I'd target the next level up. So that looks like it's on its way. It's already halfway there. Break high of day is the next interesting point. There's a couple of things happening. Again, yeah, that's been a tricky day. I haven't seen many opportunities. Very, very few. I was lucky to catch one right at the open, and that's it. Not gonna push it.
Yeah, it's a tough day. If you look at the stuff I've been watching, I mean, again, a
Mm.
lot of sideways action. Nvidia, even Apple at the
Ooh.
beginning, uh,
Yeah.
RGTI only had one initial move, then it just went mad after that. I mean, it hasn't been easy, that's for sure.
Yeah. Wow. Tough stuff. A question here from Gmo. Do you trade on the 5 minute or 1 minute? I trade on the 5 minute time frame, exclusively on the 5 minute. Because I've discovered that the 1 minute for me is far too triggering. It moves so fast and I get overexcited and I go into all kinds of positions. Completely unnecessary. So 5 minutes slow and easy, and I'm actually my trading is a lot bigger and smoother these days than it was when I was on the 1 minute. So again, that's more a personality trait sort of thing. You got to identify your personality, and if things are triggering you into destructive activity, remove those triggers. Just remove those triggers.
I
That'll
like
solve
that.
half your problems.
Destructive activities. I like that. Stay away from destructive action. Oh man, that's awesome.
Over trading. Yeah, that's how that goes. Onkar, we use DOS Trader. Most of us in BBT use DOS Trader.
Yeah, it's one of the
Yeah.
best, man. Really, really good. Um,
Fast, direct access, all that stuff. Very reliable. Today I had issues with it, but turns out it wasn't DOS, it was my internet at home, so sorted that out.
mm,
It's fast. People are trying to trade on TradingView and stuff, and they're asking me questions. I'm like, what are you doing there? Because you're not getting the information immediately on a 1 minute chart or even certain wicks in the pre-market. Like, just if you want to do this, do it right. You know, get
yeah.
the right software, get the right community.
Do they even have level two? Don't get me wrong. Trading View. It's a great website for what they do. Like there's a lot of great stuff out there, but it depends what you're trying to do, man. If you're trying to trade like we are here professionally, it's you got to pay the price. I know, trust me, and I get it because starting out, I did not want to pay that 150. No way. But
Mhm.
you got to pay the price. You got to get a pro platform that's going to get the job done. Um, so yeah, I don't even think they have a level two. Again, I haven't been down there in a while. So
Mhm. Yeah. We got a question here, Nancy. You want to know about Oklo, sorry, Oklo. Oh, do you want to know about it? Go long or go short? I'm not a financial advisor. That's the first disclaimer I should put out there. But um, hey, it looks very bullish, right? Where's it going? It's going up. Does it have a setup? Well, it probably had a setup 15 minutes ago. If there was a level at around 38.50, I would have been interested in going long here. For now, looks bullish, generally speaking. I mean, I have nothing on this chart. Oh, look at that big bullish day already. probably has a big catalyst. But definitely don't go short just because it has a big bullish day, right? I mean, it's quite the opposite. You might scalp it from here a little bit further up, but it's already a big day.
Yeah. Question in chat here from Nancy. Is it Nancy? No, from Yaz. Is there a difference between trading with DAS versus Interactive Brokers TWS? TWS is amazing, man. It's a pro platform as well. It is less expensive than DAS, but it is so how can I put it? It's so clunky compared to DAS, right? Like you guys have to try. You gotta try for yourself. By the way, never take anybody's advice. Always try for yourself. Do your homework. Do your research. But do a month of DAS and really get into it. And spend the time and see how hard it is to go to any other platform once you had a taste of what DAS can do. How clean it is, the shortcuts, the hotkeys. I mean, it is awesome. It is awesome. I come from Thinkorswim, and I love Thinkorswim. I still use them now, even with Schwab. And my account's been moved over. I do long-term stuff there. Their mobile app is one of the best apps I've ever seen. I have not seen a better mobile app than Thinkorswim. I mean, they're just beautiful. The charts, everything, it's amazing. But when it comes to active trading, nothing beats DAS, man. It is just so good. So you got to try. But TWS is an award-winning platform, but the learning curve is a little bit steeper. It's different. It's not as clean as Dash Trader Pro is. They're fast. Execution is great because that's what we use as our broker. You use that as your broker too, right, Avi? You use DAS?
Yeah, IB. Yeah.
IB,
IB
okay,
as the
okay.
broker. Yeah. And then I use
Correct.
DAS as the software. Yeah.
Yeah.
TWS. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're awesome. They're really, really fast. But man, DAS is the way to go.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Once you get a taste of the speeds and the executions and you get a grip on the user interface, that's it. And it's great. And again, it's just like anything, you're gonna learn it. But what that's great about, again, BBT, there's so many resources. We have Brandon here doing DAS sessions every week or a couple times a week, I think it is in BBT. So again, massive advantages, all this stuff with people sharing their knowledge and experience, that's where you speed up your learning curve tremendously. So, even a lot of my mentees ask me, how do you configure DOS for this and that? I send them to Brendan, like, because he's the expert on this, and there's all kinds of specialities here. Yeah. Fantastic.
But you mentioned something interesting here, and Brandon mentioned the same thing. He's in chat, by the way, over on YouTube, guys. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't done so already as well. The quotes and of the charts are much faster, and that's true because although Interactive Brokers is a direct access broker, right? Because I don't want to get into too much detail. We could do a whole webinar about brokers and how everything works and internalization. I mean, it gets deep. To go down the rabbit hole pretty quick, but the speed of things, right? So, for example, if you put together even Interactive Brokers TWS and Dash Trader Pro is going to show you the information just slightly quicker because they're just faster. Forget about entering orders, just seeing it themselves. The quotes come a lot quicker, right? So if you could find yourself getting any type of edge, that can help your trading, especially with day trading, it's a plus, right? It's a plus on your end. Then you start stacking up all these edges, right? Measurable moves, like you've been talking about, Abby, risk management. You start stacking up all these little edges, they amount to something big, and then you can trade against, other people in the markets and make it efficient and consistently profitable, right? But you got to stack up all these small edges, right? It's not just one thing that makes everything. It's a series of bunch of things together that give you the final product, right? So just keep that in mind. It might not seem like something like a big deal, but it really is, right? So just keep that in mind as you are thinking what to go with.
Yeah, absolutely. Get all these little things and you create a trading system, and eventually it just becomes your trading style. It includes your software, your strategy, the community, your trading buddies, your mentors, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Put it all together bit by bit. You're building a wall brick by brick, and it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Shit, man. I can't think about doing anything else. I mean, tell me where you can trade or work for 3 minutes and walk away with like $20,000-$30,000 regularly. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's just not fair.
It's not right. It's not right. Now I'm not making as much. I'm making way less. But still, the time is the same, right? Because I see people like they'll make $300 a day, right? Or let's go even lower. They'll make $150 a day, right? Which is, again, is great for a beginner, not so great if you've been trading for a couple of years. But in how long did you make that $150? if you made that in 5 minutes, I mean, come on, that's gotta account for something. You have the rest of the day you can go do something else with, start a business, start something you love doing and actually go live life, right? So, gotta account for how long it takes to make that, man. So that is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Incredible. I never imagined it would be this good. Isn't you've done quick and you can live your life freedom, right? And the freedoms that it offers, everyone's looking for freedom, and with this you can achieve that. You achieve time freedom, and then also emotional freedom, as in you don't have a boss, if that's freedom you want. You get it going, you achieve some sort of financial freedom at different levels, and then there's location freedom too. We can do this on a laptop. I take my laptop when I travel. So a lot of benefits to taking the time and getting this done, like learning it right and finding your rhythm, finding your way. So
Yeah.
fantastic. Again, lucky to be here. I'm lucky to be here. We're all lucky to be here, really.
And if you love it enough, you you end up doing what we do. That although we're done for the day, we're still hanging out here.
Yeah, yeah. Hanging
So
out to
it's
like 1, 2.
it's so ironic. Like, oh yeah, I'm getting to trade so I could be done and then go enjoy the rest of my day. But yet again, we're stuck watching the charts anyway because we just love this stuff. Speaking of loving this stuff, man, guys, don't forget webinar coming up. Avi, you're next at 12, correct? You
12:30,
said
yeah. In
12:30.
45 minutes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So head over to tradingterminal.com. I'm going to put the link on here so you guys do that now and don't forget. So terminal.com. Here we go. So head over there. You're going to click on this webinar tab right here. It says new on it, right? So you see that? Click on there, and this is going to take you to Avi's live webinar. It's free. It's not going to be recorded, so it's not going to be available for you to watch later. So try to make it here. It's happening in 43 minutes. So click on here, join free webinar, and Avi's going to go through a bunch of series of things here that are going to be very helpful. So don't miss it, man. I know you have a lot. You have some cool stuff planned, right, Avi? You mentioned.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna knock your heads off with this one. You guys gonna love it. Absolutely love it. And I got a gift for y'all. It's gonna be there. Coming. I
Oh,
can't wait to. I'm jumping out
nice.
of my shoes right now, trying to, waiting for this webinar to start. I want to go. This is great. I'm excited about this one. Again, I don't do webinars very often, maybe every 3 or 4 months. So today's the day, guys. Come and get it.
Yep,
Really. Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
always for me. Yep.
That is awesome. Don't miss it, guys. Um,
Mhm.
all right, let's
Let's
see.
see.
Any questions, anything else?
Yeah, Shariar. Yes, I use DOS and IB. That's right. That's the combination I'm into. Most of us do. Most people at BBT. Mhm.
Tell me where I can trade for a week and be down 10K. Anywhere. Anywhere. You could do that anywhere. I got a few places where you can actually have more fun with 10K than trading. So if you want to lose 10K, hang out with me. I'll take you to a few spots where yeah, it'll be a lot of
Oh
fun.
yes. Been to those tricky places in New Jersey.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. You'll be well
Oh
fed
man.
and your mind will be blown. There's no question. So
Oh
absolutely.
my goodness.
Abby,
Wow.
you use DAS and with interactive brokers. Yes, he did mention that.
Yes. Hmm. Fine. Guys, I'm
Absolutely.
watching this AMD chart. Take a look at this, guys. Again, I was telling you guys earlier, these levels are amazing. It gets to the level, eventually decides to go. Actually, this is a setup I would have probably taken. After this long tail hammer, the new 5 minute high, I would have entered over there. The stop would have been probably halfway through the hammer, and off you go to the level. It even did a retest. I might even add more at the retest, or even start a new trade there, and off it goes. I mean, these are plain and simple setups that I see every day. These ABCD patterns. It gets to levels and it does simple patterns. And this just AMD just now did two beautiful opportunities. The entry right here at about 10:35, and the next one, I'd say around about 11:30 or so, and got to the target. Nice and easy, right? So you don't have to make it complicated. I know it looks intimidating. There's a lot of information out there, but you got to go with what makes sense to you. I'm sharing this with you because, well, this makes sense to me. Goes to a level, it creates a pattern, and goes to the next level. That's kind of it. So there you go. And you got a little bit. It took 6 years to figure this out. No, because you need the support system. It gets emotionally difficult. You make losses. You're not sure if what you're doing is right, and you need mentors. You need communities. You need to go to these meetups, and the summits that we do, and draw inspiration from there and technical knowledge. So that's why we're doing Vancouver, we're doing BBT, all this stuff. We're doing webinars. It's for these reasons. You got to survive and learn, survive the learning curve, and then thrive a little beyond that. So that's what it takes.
Absolutely, man. Let's see here. Everything's just kind of pulling back a little bit, right? Nvidia.
Yep.
Well, except Nvidia. Nvidia's pushing higher. Apple's pulling. Is Apple pulling back again? Yeah, Apple's
Right.
struggling. So pulling back a little bit here. RGTI as well. American Airlines kind of flat at the moment.
Man, Carlos, you got to get off that American Airlines train, man. Every time you talk about it, you don't look happy.
I know. I gotta let it go.
Yeah, let it go.
I
Get
gotta
on
let it
to
go,
it.
man. Like, come on. I'm hoping that we come back down here again, man. See, because I love trading the aviation. I love aviation, love airlines and all that stuff. So I like being in them when I can, and I'm just waiting for it to come back down to like 12.50, man. I'll jump back in on this thing for the ride. But yeah, it's not the time right now. It's the webinar for BBT members only. I cannot see the webinar options on the trading terminal site. Oh, I just showed you where it was. No, it's for everyone. You know, yeah, it's a great question. You do not have to be a member. Let me see if I can send you the direct link. Let's see if this will work. Click on that right there. I'm going to click on it myself. Yeah, so I send you the direct link now. So click on that link, and it should take you right to this website. Let me know if it doesn't, right here. And then join for free. You don't have to be a member. I believe it will ask you to kind of sign up through your Google account. This is right. I think it does that because we don't want the bots and all the other stuff. But no credit card, no information. And you sign up right through your Google account, so you don't have to. You know, it's very secure with that Google login process. So yeah. So there it is. Confirm that it works because yeah, that's where we'll be doing it.
Yep, that's it. Look at that Apple breakdown, huge. Everything actually.
Is Trump? I stopped watching. Is Trump still talking? Did he say something? You know, he brought up airlines. He said that airlines are complaining to him that the landing fees too much when they come to Europe. So one of the CEOs at the airlines complained about that. So let's see what happens there.
Oh man, Trump.
Let's see. Oh, he's still going. Okay, he's still going.
Wait, it's not a debate, is it? It's a interview. That's what I thought it would be today. It's
He said an initial intro speech, which has been the speech he kind of says everywhere. And then from there, they have like set questions, right? Which I'm sure they're probably vetted. They're not like open media questions, right? They're vetted questions, and he's giving his answer to it. So
okay, fair enough. Yeah. Let's see if he can make this market move. And I don't care if it goes up or down. Just make it move. We can day trade, right?
that's all we care about. That's all we care about.
Jim Lowry, it says 3 hours for you. It's probably to do with your settings. And I had the same problem on my, so I'm in like 12 time zones away, right, in Dubai. And it says that the meeting or the webinar started 6 hours ago. Well, I'm still here. I haven't started it. So
It's
12:30.
is it market time? Maybe it's because the East Coast.
Yeah, I don't know. I got all confused with that this morning. Like, what the hell's happening? But anyways, 12:30 Eastern time. That's it. Just clear that up for everybody. Whatever your time zone is, check it out. Make sure you know your own time zone, and then what Eastern time is. It. I don't have to tell you. You know what to do.
Yeah. It's in 35 minutes from right now. 35 minutes. Yep.
Oh man.
Oliver, my good friend, always on YouTube. Thanks for joining, man. I'm glad you're still here. It's not gonna be recorded, from what I heard, right, Avi? So you gotta come live. It's available to you for free, but you gotta be there live.
Yeah. Come show up, and it's worth it. Bring your notebook. You're gonna have stuff you want to write down. All right. Outside of this Apple breakdown, for now, I'm not seeing a whole lot of activity, worthwhile activity. Yeah. Take a look at that, guys. AMD today behaved nicely, level to level, right? Got to the level. You would have targeted that level if you went from the first one up to the next, and that's it. I like it when it behaves nicely. Even if you caught the breakout earlier right there, it would have hit your level within 15 minutes.
All right, so we got some people that shorted Apple this morning. Nice, good job. A whole lot of nothing today. Yeah, Firefly for a lot of us. It was a whole lot of nothing, a nothing burger this morning. So, and I wonder if it was because of this, right? Because of this, because Trump talking now, maybe the market was so. Because we had some great days. Like this is my first red day in a bit. So we had some really great days. We can't complain. But maybe it was because the market was just kind of waiting for Trump to speak and make sure nothing else that's new, that hasn't been said already, kind of floods the market, right? So that could have kind of uh, made things a little choppier than usual.
Yeah, I think once all that's out of the way, we'll return to normal behavior, basically. So,
Yeah.
how long does he talk for? An hour or something? Whatever it is.
I don't know. I mean, Trump, man, he loves being in front of the camera. He loves to talk. He's actually pretty good at speeches, and when he gets going, he can get going. So who knows how he's answering these questions? They look very lengthy because I can't hear it right now because I'm with you guys, but I see he's been on the mic for a question for a while on whatever he's mentioning here.
Yeah, he loves the media attention, that's for sure.
He is. He
Awesome.
does. He does. Yeah.
No, fun. Fun, fun.
Gotta
All
say
right.
for his age, he he holds himself very well, man. For his age, I gotta say that. Like you
Yeah.
look at other people that are his age, and you're like, you know, he's he's doing very well.
Yeah. He's keeping his energies up, his energy levels. Good for him. Doing
Yep.
well.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. All right, guys, last couple of minutes here. Any last minute questions? This is your chance to type it in. Otherwise, 30 minutes later, you can find me in the webinar.
I see two here. Double bottom on Tesla. What's your thoughts?
Tesla, let's have a quick look. Where do you see this stuff, Carlos? Man, I'm half blind, I swear to God. I can't see shit. Double bottom on Tesla, possibly. What I don't like is it's really choppy and messy. But overall, yeah, the setup is complete. The confirmation or the trigger to enter would be a new 5 minute high. So basically around 413. If it pops there quickly now in the next couple of minutes, I would probably go long. And stop, you could have it right below the entry candle or even below the level, and then tighten it up as you go for the next level. And ideally, it breaks out and continues. It's a half decent setup. It's not ideal. Not something I get excited about just because it's been messy. So you want to be a little careful. That
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Next one on here is from Robert.
Mm.
What about Meta?
Meta. Okay. Meta, let's see. Level to level again, huh? Did a perfect breakout, hit the level, came back to the level it came from. Now, this level that it broke from, 629.29, used to be resistance, turned into support. And it's been support now for a while, for what, 20, 30 minutes. Let's see if that continues. Then you have a thesis here. It's support, so it bounces off support. But again, not a setup I trade. I don't really trade support resistance that way. I trade patterns at levels. But I don't see a pattern that I like here. But I definitely see the obvious level, as in resistance turns support. So you can go with that if that's your trading style. You can work with that. Oh. JJMA, you want to know if I would have entered AMD at 123? Probably, I think I would have. Let me think. How would I have done this? I would have entered the ABCD pattern. This was an obvious one at 10:35. What I would have done is if I did enter at 10:35, I would have added in at about 11:20 after the doji. I'm not sure I would start a new position there. It'd be a little tricky. But more than anything else, that's an opportunity to add in and tighten up the stop. Basically, now you're in double the position with half the risk, or the same risk you started with because you tighten the stop. And that's how your trades get bigger when you can figure out how to add into them. So yeah, that's what I see over there. Cool. Cool. All right. Webinar in 30 minutes, guys. It's 12 now. Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Be on the lookout for that. So 30 minutes signed up, guys. I'm going to put the link here one more time. There you go. That's a direct link. Sign up for free. You don't have to be a member. And you get to see Avi and the presentation he has for you guys. So, guys, take care. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 for the pre-market show. Avi, as usual, man, always great joining you. And I'll see you at the webinar.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Carlos. Thanks, everybody. Talk to y'all soon. Take it easy.